Basketball on 95.3 The Peak. Welcome to the Carbon Dino pregame show on KRPX 95.3 The Peak. Brought to you by Landon's Diesel Service. Leave your truck in the hands of those who know diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price. And now for tonight's play-by-play, let's join Sonny Buscarini.
Good evening and welcome to Carbon Dino Basketball here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play tonight. We're at home here at Carbon High School. We got a good one. The Dinos battle Union for the second time in the 2025-26 season. Hello, everybody. I'm Sonny Buscarini, joined in the broadcast booth here in a moment with Aiden Mortensen. The Region 13 standings. Well, we knew it was going to be a fun region, and it's turning out to be incredible. Each game, it gets a little more interesting, and after tonight, it could really be interesting. As we look at it, Manti sits 3-1, Union 3-1, Carbon 2-2, Emory 2-2, North St. Pete 0-4. That's how the region sits. Manti right now with the 3-1 record. They beat Union, they beat Carbon, they beat North St. Pete. Their lone loss was to Emory. Then you have Union 3-1. They beat Carbon, North St. Pete. Emory lost to Manti. Carbon sits 2-2. Beat Emory, beat North St. Pete, lost to Union and Manti. Emory sits 2-2. Beat Manti. North St. Pete lost to Union and Carbon. And you have North St. Pete, who has lost to Manti, Union, Carbon, and Emory. That's what Region 13 is at right now. Overall records, Manti with the 3-1, Region sits 7-12, Union 8-10, Carbon 7-11, Emory 11-8, and North St. Pete 7-11. So that's a look at how interesting the region has become, and you know what, it can even get better tonight as the Dinos play Union. If Carbon can pull the win over Union tonight, they would both have a 3-2 record. And Manti plays North St. Pete. If North St. Pete can upset Manti tonight, we could possibly, there's a chance tonight that we could have 4 teams with 2 losses in Region 13. So we'll keep an update on that Manti North St. Pete game as the night goes along. Aiden does a great job keeping us updated with all the scores from around the state. And Emory tonight is off, so they have the bye tonight here on the Friday night. So once again tonight, Carbon and Union, these two teams have played once. Joining me in the booth, Aiden Mortensen. And Aiden, pleasure to have you here once again. These two teams started off the region. We were in Union, and Union defeated the Carbon Dinos in game number 1. The difference in that game was the 3-point shooting by Union. One certain player came into the ball game, hit 3 threes in like a matter of a couple of minutes, and changed the complexion of the game.
Yeah, Ryan Oakey has been playing superhero for Union all throughout the region slate. We saw him hit those 3 consecutive threes against the Dinos to open up region play, and a few weeks later we saw him hit 10 threes in a victory over Union for that Emory for that first place slot. And you look at those threes, Sonny, and the impact they had. That final score was 67-59. That means those 3 threes were the difference maker. So Ryan Oakey played a critical role in the Cougars' victory over the Dinos, but this feels like since then we've seen a lot more growth from this Dinos team. It feels like we've seen an entirely new group on the floor the past few games. That heartbreaking overtime loss against Manti and Wednesday's victory over the Emory Spartans. That was a team who, if they play like they did against Emory, I don't see very many teams who can beat them, let alone win in fashion like Union did last go-around.
You know, Manti sits 3-1 right now, but 2 of their wins were overtime wins. The quadruple overtime win against North St. Pete and the win here at Carbon High School, like you said, overtime here. So they've had 2 of their 3 wins overtime. So they like close games, do Manti. They play North St. Pete again tonight. So North St. Pete 0-4, but they can beat anybody on any night as well. This region is just so fun because you never know what you're going to get from night to night.
Yeah, no, it's always creating a lot of chaos. Even North St. Pete, the 0-4 team in the region, has created a lot of chaos at times. As you mentioned, that 4-overtime thriller against the Manti Templars, nearly taken down, who is now tied for the region lead. Lots of great competition to be had as we go into region round 2. One thing I'm excited to see, Sonny, is the adjustment that these teams are going to make heading in to this week, especially between these two teams. We talked about it with Coach Brower last time, and this is a group who, now that we know what their game style, their game plan is, we can kind of plan for it a little bit more, because coming into that contest, Sonny, Union was 5-9, and they hadn't really established an identity for themselves under first-year head coach Jordy Dye. But since then, I think that Carbon game played a critical role in it. They have established themselves and the style of basketball that they are looking to play here in the region. That is tough defense. That is making your threes. So Carbon, now knowing this after not knowing it going into the game at Union, will be able to game plan accordingly. And if there's something we know Coach Brower likes to do, it's game plan.
Yep, Union defeated the Dinos 67-59 up there. As we said, it was the first region game of the season. You're right. Coach Brower always says he likes to watch film. So going into these teams playing the second time, the way Coach Brower does like to watch film and stuff, I think it's an advantage for the Dinos.
And we saw that last year during that injury-riddled season where we were in an extremely tough region. The second go-around, we didn't have a single blowout. We watched the Dinos lose 1 week to Cedar City by about 50 points. And they come back and they lose by 4. We see them lose by 30 against Richfield. We watch them come back and they only lose by 2. They lose to Juab by 15. They go back, they lose by 1. That's the kind of adjustments we've seen historically from Coach Brower. He likes to make these adjustments, and it creates a lot more interesting scenarios going into this back half of region, starting up with round 2 tonight.
We'll take a quick break here in the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. When we come back, we'll go through the RPI rankings real quick, and then we'll talk a little bit more about tonight's game. Don't go anywhere. Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. It is a big night, Friday night in Region 13 and in the state for high school basketball. Keep it right here, 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Looking for the perfect mattress? We've got you covered. At Bill's Home Furnishings, we have the largest selection of mattresses in eastern Utah, including the highly rated Serta Perfect Sleeper. And when it comes to price, we're competitive with anywhere in the state. But we're more than just mattresses. From quality furniture and home accessories to reliable appliances, we've got everything you need to make your house a home. Stop by Bill's Home Furnishings today, where selection, savings, and service meet. Right here in eastern Utah.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. When your comfort is on the line, trust the experts who care. At Air Temp Heating and Cooling, we've been dedicated to keeping Castle Country cozy since 1999. Our certified technicians are ready with 24/7 emergency service and the latest knowledge in heating and cooling technology. As a proud Bryant authorized dealer, we'll do whatever it takes to ensure your home or business stays comfortable year-round. Call Air Temp Heating and Cooling today at 637-4468.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
Welcome back. Landon's Diesel Service pregame show here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. Big game tonight. The Carbon Dinos at home against the Union Cougars. Union comes in 3-1. Carbon Dinos, as we said, 2-2. And we'll talk a little bit about the RPI rankings, Aiden, as we sit right now. The Dinos sitting number 12. Union sitting number 8. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up like we always do. Ben Lomond sits number 16. Providence Hall 15. North St. Pete 14. North St. Pete 14, 0-4 region play, but we just talked about it. Now they took Manti, who's 3-1 in the region, to 4 overtimes. It's not a bad basketball team at all. Number 13 is Logan, and then the Carbon Dinos sit number 12. They didn't move up with that win over Emory on Wednesday night.
A little shocking to see that, Sonny. You expect it because Emory currently ranked number 5. At the time, they were number 4 in the RPI. But this is the first movement we've seen from those bottom 3 teams. Typically, it panned out as you'd expect. Ben Lomond, Providence Hall, Logan. Logan securing a pretty big victory, but North St. Pete bumping down 1.
Manti sits number 11. Then we have Grantsville 10, Canyon View 9. And the team the Dinos play tonight, Union, sits in the 8th spot.
Now, with the exception of Grantsville, the Dinos have seen all of those teams. We know what to expect from Manti. They've seen Canyon View down at Cedar City on day 3 of a 3-day tournament. And now we get to see Union a second time. So these are teams that the Dinos are starting to get more and more familiar with.
Ogden sits 7, Juab 6, Emory 5, Delta 4, American Heritage 3, Richville 2, and Morgan 1. So the highest-ranked team in the region still remains the Emory Spartans. They sit number 5.
Yeah, and that loss to the Dinos did hurt them in the RPI because you look at everyone else above them, they hold wins over Delta and American Heritage. They did lose to Richfield pretty significantly by about 20 points. Morgan, that's a team who everyone kind of has chalked in for a back-to-back state title, but we saw that on the girls' side last year with the Grantsville Cowboys. You can never really put to paper the state tournament victor until they are hoisting that trophy after the final buzzer because so much insanity can happen over that 3-day state tournament.
Yeah, people will probably say, well, how can Emory be 5th? They're 2-2 in region play, but the RPI ranking is overall. And if you look at Emory, they're 11-8, and they're the only team in the region right now that has a winning record overall.
Yeah, no, it's something that overall they've definitely done themselves a good favor with in terms of getting that tough preseason slate and taking care of business in that. Now, some things that the RPI looks at is your modified winning percentage, opponent's winning percentage, and your opponent's winning percentage. So the Emory Spartans playing a tough preseason schedule and the Dinos playing a tough preseason schedule is doing wonders for a group like North St. Pete who didn't play as strong of a preseason slate. So that's how those things kind of pan out when it comes to calculating that actual formula. So it's more than just wins and losses. There's a lot of factors that incentivize building that tough preseason schedule and making sure that everyone else in your region does the same.
We're about 15 minutes from tip-off here at Carbon High School. We'll take a break here on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. It's the Carbon Dinos and the Union Cougars tonight. It is Region 13 play. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back. Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Place is starting to fill up here at Carbon High School. The band's playing. It's a great atmosphere. And on Wednesday night, the atmosphere in here, Aiden, was incredible. There was standing room only. There was no place to even stand around the top. It was packed, and the Carbon Dinos came away with a big win over the Emory Spartans.
Yeah, that was a massive night, Sonny, and a great win for the program. That snapped a 6-game losing streak that the Dinos had ongoing against the Spartans, so it's a great way to continue this new era under head coach Taylor Brower. And after the game, Caleb Sorensen and Coach Brower came up to the booth, and you introduced both of them after the game, and of course, it was an exciting atmosphere. Everybody was excited for the big win for the Carbon Dinos to go 2-2 in region play. So we have both those interviews. We're going to play them for you right now on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. This is from Wednesday night after the win over the Emory Spartans. Us now in the Sutherland's broadcast booth. We are joined by Caleb Sorensen. Caleb, pleasure to be catching up with you today. Thanks for taking the time to come talk to us.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Now, we're always singing your praises up here in the broadcast booth because you're probably one of my favorite defenders to watch. You play that role that every good team needs. You know, you're the one that your fans are going to love, and the other team fans, well, they're not going to be too fond of you because you play such scrappy defense. How do you go about preparing to play defensively each game?
Yeah, just getting locked in mentally. This game was personal. We wanted to come out, give them a statement from the start. You know, obviously they're two studs. We wanted to shut them down, get in their heads, foul them hard, whatever we had to do to get in their head, get them slowing down the court. But, yeah.
You know, and it's always interesting, the emotions that come into a rivalry game, because outside of the actual game, it's a lot of noise. You have a lot of distractions around you. But when you get onto the hardwood, it's just another basketball game. How do you approach differentiating the two, especially when the gym is jumping like it was tonight?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely different. Great atmosphere. I love playing in this gym, especially Emory game like this where the gyms are packed. You can hear people talking all game. It's just, I love it, honestly.
That's what I love so much about this court is it's such an intimate environment. The fans right on top of you. You're going to hear everything they're saying. Now, you mentioned that you came in and you wanted to shut down their two studs, Brett Griffin, Porter Citron. You did that in spades early on against Porter. Held him to only 6 points in the first half. He had 11 in the second, but by then it was too late to attempt the comeback. What's the strategy trying to guard someone like Porter who can score from inside and out?
Yeah, we've grown up playing him. He's definitely putting the work. He's gotten a lot better. Like, he's that guy. We've watched film on him, and we knew what to expect, but we knew we could take it to him. We were able to shut him down.
Now, without divulging any secrets, we don't want to give away the secret sauce for how you're approaching these games, but, what's your mentality going in on defense? Because you're always so scrappy, and it's easy to see your football background shine as well. You're backpedaling, you know when to sprint forward. You really are on point with that. How do you go about getting prepared to go into each game and be that defensive menace that you are?
Yeah, just, like I said, getting locked in. That's been my thing growing up. I haven't really been a scorer, but I go out there, play defense, work hard, and I just want to do what's best for my team, get them to win.
And it showed tonight. You led the game, both teams, with 3 steals on the evening, 3 very instrumental steals, setting up breaks for your teammates. An excellent job for you tonight. Now, of course, being a student athlete, you have to focus on the scholastic side as well. And early on in the year, you guys were road warriors. How do you go about balancing the school, the athletics, and having a personal life? What's that like?
Yeah, it's challenging, but now it's my senior year, you kind of get used to it, and I got all my credits. I got less classes, so it's a lot easier. You can just go to school, go home, go rest before practice or cover. So, yeah.
Yeah, just taking care of business in the classroom. And, we've heard that from some of your teammates, that being a senior, having less classes, that's the way to go.
Oh, yeah. It's way easier.
Now, looking ahead, you've seen all these teams in region, and coming up on Friday, you have a pretty hotly anticipated matchup with region implications on the line. Union falls tonight to Manti, so you got a lot to play for coming back here. What have you learned from the first go-round of region, especially about Union looking ahead?
It's anyone's night. There's not a certain team that's going to go out and dominate. It's just you got to show up every night. Like we saw that with North Sanpete. We didn't know what to expect, and then we finally pulled away in the fourth quarter. But, yeah, Union can get hot. We went and played at their place. They barely snuck one away, but I think when we get them here, we got them easy.
Yeah, no, it's a different environment in Union. Not only do you have the long bus ride going alongside you, but that's a tough place to play in general.
Absolutely.
The fans there are rowdy as can be.
Oh, yeah, they were loud.
Now, as you look through your career so far into the season, outside of playing here, because we know this is probably your favorite place to play, what's your favorite place to go on the road?
Ooh, definitely not Juab. I enjoyed the Ritzfield games last year. I thought we always... we never won, but I thought we always played well, and we always in that game.
And it's always a nice facility, too, there as well. Always fun to travel. Now, Caleb, before we let you go, anything you want to leave the listeners off with?
Stay tuned. More coming.
In the Carbon Dinos tonight, defeating the Emory Spartans in tonight's rivalry showdown, 64-57. To talk about it, we're joined now in the Sutherland's broadcast booth by head coach Taylor Brower. Coach, pleasure to catch up with you today. Thanks for taking the time to come talk to us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Now, we talked to Caleb a moment ago, and he mentioned that the game plan coming in, at least defensively, was to shut down those 2 studs that Emory has in Porter Citron, in Brett Griffin, and you did that excellently tonight. Before Porter could score his 11 points in the second half, it felt like the game was already out of reach for Emory.
Yeah, they're good athletes. They're good basketball players, and so but that's all they got. So we were like, if we can minimize their damage, if we can keep them under their average, then we're going to be fine. And that's what we did. I think we held Porter to 17, and I think we held Breck to, what was it? 14. So we held them under their average or at their average. So that was our game plan, and it paid off.
Now, another battle that you won tonight that played majorly into this victory was the battle for the boards. You out-rebound Emory 33-27, limiting their second chance opportunities while creating several of your own. That's not a battle we've typically won throughout the year. Was that a particular emphasis coming into tonight?
Yeah, one of the things with teams that play zones is they're usually terrible at boxing out. You look at our games that we've played zone, we've done the same thing, and I told Logan Bennett, and I told Greg, I told Kyler Orth, and I told Ty Mortensen, I said, hey, the ball goes up, you three are crashing. And I had Jackson and I had Caleb make sure they get back because Emory does run a little bit. But I was like, you guys need to crash, and we need to get as many second chances as we can, and they did a great job of that.
You look at the rebounding stats, and you see players who normally aren't going to be your lead rebounders getting up there. Carter Warburton tonight has 8. Logan Bennett leads both teams with 10. Ty has his normal 8. So it was a full team effort on the glass, and it paid off.
Yeah, and I'm glad Carter Warburton finally started to crash. I think Carter Warburton could literally be a double-double guy. I think he could be a triple-double guy if he was smart enough. So I think he does make good decisions, and I do think that if he would just keep crashing, I think that'd be his bread and butter. And I've been talking to him about it too.
Yeah, and you see him on that drive, you see him pass, you see him rebound. He does kind of have that Russell Westbrook-esque feel to him, where he is definitely capable of doing it, and he showed it off in this game, especially on the glass.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely plays like Russell Westbrook. He drives really. If he's a straight line driver, if he gets to the hoop, it's pretty hard to stop him. And yeah, if he would just crash and rebound, he reads the ball pretty well off the hoop. He just needs to do a better job of that.
And tonight we saw a pretty major impact coming from your bench. They really got involved. We always see them getting on, scoring 2-4 points per game, but tonight it felt like they were really clicking as a unit. You look at Cash Withers raining it down from 3, what we've come to kind of expect from him, but you also look at Jackson Bozzoni, at Case Griffith, and their impacts tonight.
Yeah, Cash was really frustrated at halftime. He hit one, and then I think he airballed 2, and then he missed 1 or whatever, and he was like, I'm not shooting anymore. I'm terrible at shooting. And I looked right at him. I said, dude, you got to keep shooting, because even if you miss, it's going to space the floor. And that kid, he doesn't need much space to shoot, and so he was able to shoot, and the basket gets bigger if you're that hot, and I like it when he shoots like that.
We were talking about it. Feels like he's a player in particular who every time he makes it, you can see that basket in his eyes just get a little bit bigger.
Oh, yeah, he's fearless. He shoots that thing with confidence every time after he makes his first one.
Yeah, and it's always good to see that get involved. Now, it's of course with a rivalry game, there's a lot of outside emotion coming in, a lot of nonsense happening, both in the stands, on the floor. How do you go about it as a coach, trying to get your players to focus on, hey, this is just another ball game. We play our style. We can come away with the victory.
One of the things with this group of kids is they have a really confidence against Emory that I saw it in the summer. And the nice thing with that is I think they were confident coming in knowing they could beat them, and I think that definitely held out. I think in the very beginning I was a little stressed, but then Caleb got us going, and we just rolled after that.
And Caleb, of course, played a major role tonight. He's the archetype of player where your fans are going to love him, but the opposing fans are really not going to be too fond of him by the end of the game because he's scrappy. He gets so into it. He's so fun to watch.
He is. He works his tail off, and he flies around, and sometimes he commits really hard fouls, but on the ones he did tonight I loved because it stopped Breck from going to the hoop. It stopped Porter from getting to the hoop. Those are fouls that I feel are necessary fouls. And so, I loved his work ethic tonight for sure.
Yeah, kind of like those Jordan Rule fouls. You don't want them to get anything easy, and if they get in the paint, you want to put them right back down. And you guys did that tonight, and it was a very good defensive effort yet again. Now, I got to ask you, Kyler Orth has the nickname Greg. Do we know how he got that?
That's his middle name.
That's his middle name. Okay.
It's his middle name, and people last year they've been calling him that for about 2 years, and it's easier. It's easier to say Greg than Kyler. It just takes too long, so we just been calling him Greg.
It rolls off the tongue. I was curious about that.
It's just easier to say.
Now, you look ahead at region. You've seen every team once now. We have region round 2 coming up, and really it's anyone's game. Union loses tonight on the road to Manti. Both of those teams now 3-1 in region. You and Emory both 2-2. It's really up for grabs. What are you looking first at Union? What are you expecting as they come here Friday night?
Honestly, Union's a good basketball program. They've got a good coach and they've got some good players. I'm more worried about the Okie kid going off, and so I'm going to body him up, and I'm going to have Greg sit on him and make sure he can't shoot over the top of him, because I think how he goes, I think that's how Union goes, and so we just got to make sure we can control him. The Earl kid's a good kid as well, and the Anderson kid can shoot, so I think if we just communicate and play defense like we did tonight, knowing where the Okie kid is and knowing where the Anderson kid is, I think we'll be just fine.
Now, Coach, before we let you go celebrate the win, anything you want to leave Dino Nation off with?
Yeah, I want to give a shout-out to my mother-in-law. She definitely watches every game. She lives over in Manti, but no matter what's going on, she's always watching, so I appreciate her. And, just come watch on Friday. It's going to be fun for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. You don't want to miss this team live and in color. It's so exciting. Coach, always a pleasure to catch up with you. Thanks for taking the time again.
Thank you so much.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Step inside the brand new designer home interior showroom on Main Street in Spanish Fork. Everything you need in one place. Hardwoods, LVP, carpet, cabinets, countertops, window coverings, furniture, rugs, and accessories. They carry all the major brands you know and trust. Plus, with professional designers on staff, you'll get the experts to bring your vision to life. Visit dhifloors.com today and request a quote. Designer Home Interiors, where design and style come together under one roof.
I was hoping to talk to someone about updating my insurance policy.
I am able to understand complete sentences.
That was a complete sentence?
I didn't understand that.
Why can't I just talk to a person?
No one talks to humans anymore.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
I hear you. Why don't we review your coverage with a super check?
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
Welcome back to Carbon Dino Basketball 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. Starting lineups tonight. First for Union, it will be the senior guard wearing number 1, averaging 5 points per game. Ridge Olson, just chime in as we go down, Aiden. We have number 3, Bo Earl, the senior, plays just about every position on the floor, averaging 9.5 points per game. Number 4, Gavin Brotherson, the senior point guard, averaging 3.5 points per game. Number 5, Compton Anderson, the junior point guard / guard, 14 points per game. And number 23, the junior, where's number 23, Ryan Oakley, averaging 12.7 points per game.
And we talked about how important it was to shut down Okie, but you also can't let Anderson or Bo Earl get going. They're going to do just as much damage, if not more.
For the Carbon Dinos tonight, number 2, the senior forward, Kyler Orth, averaging 10.6 points per game. Number 5, Cash Withers, the senior, he's averaging 5.7 points per game. Number 10, senior guard Carter Warburton, 13.2 points per game. Number 24, senior forward Logan Bennett, 11.2 points per game. And number 34, Ty Mortensen, the senior center, averaging 10.1 points per game. On the radio, the Dinos will go right to left from your radio dial. They wear their white uniforms with the blue numbers. Union tonight, with the black uniforms, gold numbers, are ready to go. Jumping at center course will be Okie. He'll be jumping against Ty Mortensen, and we are ready to go for tonight's game. This is a huge game in region play. We'll keep you updated on the Manti North St. Pete game as the night goes along as well. Emory off tonight. Here we go. There's the tip, controlled by the Dinos, and we're underway.
And a quick turnover, miscommunication. Orth throws it quickly to Withers, who's not used to seeing that starting lineup. Normally we see in his place Caleb Sorensen, but coach recognizing more of a need for offense as compared to defense right now. But miscommunication happens early on. Dinos give the ball right away.
Anderson swings it over to the left side. It goes to Olsen. Back to Anderson. Back to Olsen. They played catch behind the three-point line. Whistle and a foul on the Dinos. 7:47 left, first quarter, just underway. Team foul number 1. Personal foul number 1 on Logan Bennett.
I think a quick indication there, too, of how this game will be officiated. They're looking to call it tight early, keep it from getting out of control. You just got to adjust to it as quickly as you can.
Okie swings over to the right side, goes to Anderson. Back to Okie, down on the high block. Back to the basket, Meekum. Kicks it back outside, and they'll throw it away. Good defense by the Dinos. You know, the Union could not find an open shot, so both teams come away with the turnover. No shot at the basket yet. We're tied at 0 with 7:33 left first quarter. Warburton with the ball top circle.
Now, Warburton didn't have his best game against Emory, but he's a player who can bounce back very efficiently.
Has the ball knocked away, gets it back, whistle and a foul. Foul number 1 on Union.
And if it wasn't clear before, this one will be a tight whistle tonight. We saw it on the other end with the first foul. Now the second coming against Union, going against Compton Anderson, his first.
Both teams with one foul. Warburton with the ball top circle. Drives inside of the free throw line. Now takes it into paint. Spin move outside. Here's a three-point shot. No good by Withers, and the rebound comes down to Union. Fast break down the other way. Olsen ahead of the pack. Lay it up and in. Olsen got ahead of the Carbon defense, received a perfect pass, and gets the easy first points of the game. 7 minutes left, first quarter, 2-0. Warburton with the ball, gives it to Mortensen. Back to Warburton. He cuts to the basket and stepped on the inbounds line. Turnover number 2 for the Carbon Dinos. And right now, the Dino offense doesn't look in rhythm early in the game, though, but it looks a little out of sync.
That second set they had, things were flowing a little bit more. The pass out to Withers was good, but he couldn't get the shot to fall. That's a shot you want to see him keep taking, though.
Earl drives inside. Ball knocked away. Gets it back somehow in the paint. Bounce pass outside to Oki. Fakes the three. Drives in. Uses glass. No good. Foul on Mortensen. Team foul number 2 on the Carbon Dinos. Mortensen's first foul. 6:40 left first quarter. To the free throw line to shoot 2, Ryan Oki.
Now, Carbon surprising me a little bit. They know the three-point shooting prowess of Union, yet they come out in the 2-3 zone, and Union yet to take a shot from beyond the arc. They're using good pump-and-shove actions, trying to buy time for defenders to get around the perimeter, close out in the corner and on the wing.
Free throw up and no good. One more to come for the junior, averaging 12 points per game, almost 13, 12.7. Second free throw up, and it's no good as well, and the rebound comes down to Bennett. Bennett gives it ahead to Warburton down the left side. Warburton drives in, spin move in the paint, lay it up, won't get the bounce. Rebound, Union whistle and a foul, and it's on the Dinos trying to get that offensive rebound.
We're going to call it against Ty, his second. That's a rare situation we see from Ty, him with multiple fouls in such a short stretch, especially in the first quarter. They're going to try and fill that gap defensively, switching to a 3-2 zone, and Caleb Sorensen coming in as well to add some extra pressure along the exterior.
Yeah, circle that. 6:30 left to play in the first quarter, and Mortensen has to leave with 2 fouls. Oki with the cross-court pass. Earl drives inside, uses glass, and puts it up and in.
And recognizing
4-0. Fast break the other way, over the head of Orth, and a turnover, number 3 for the Dinos. 4-0, and Union wastes no time coming back the other way. With the basketball, to Anderson, gives it to Oki for 3. No good. Bouncing around, offensive rebound. Shot up off the glass, no good. Tipped up, no good. Out of bounds, Union. Off Union, it'll be Carbon Dino basketball. Remains 4-0.
Now, we talked about how crucial the three-point shooting was in their win against the Dinos, but one area we didn't hit on is how important their offensive rebounding was. Union set themselves up with several second and third chance opportunities, creating a lots of chaos for the Dinos.
Nice pass from Withers down to Carter Warburton. He gets the easy point-blank shot. First basket of the ball game for the Dinos, 4-2. Union with the basketball. Knocked away by Sorensen, and a whistle and a foul on Union. Nice play by Sorensen. Knocked the ball away. Anderson tried to get the ball back and is called for the reach-in foul.
And Sorensen led both teams with steals on Wednesday night. He had 3 that set up 6 big points for the Dinos in fast breaks. That's the area the Dinos love to operate in, is that fast break situation.
Cook and Brotherson check into the ball game for Union. Bizzoni in for Carbon. Bizzoni takes it all the way to the basket, lays it up and in. He's been making that look easy here lately. First 2 for him as he comes into the ball game and makes his presence known immediately, and the Union throws it out of bounds. I believe Bo Earl thought the referee was a Union player.
He either thought that or he expected a cut to come up from Tyson Marks. But you can tell that Bizzoni was missed in that last game against Union. Had to sit out 1 game, but now back on the floor. And he's playing some of the best basketball of this stretch. But a turnover for the Dinos. They're out of sync right now. You can tell a little bit of a victory hangover from the big win over Emory.
Unforced turnover. They look a little out of sync, but it's a 4-4 game, Aiden. Jump step into the paint. Cook with the shot, good. So Gage Cook comes into the ball game, scores quickly. 6-4 Union. Back the other way come the Dinos. Griffith with the ball. He checked in on the last dead ball as well. 3-point line. Tip of the key. Now swings over the right side to Bizzoni. Little spin move. Lay it up. Count it, and a foul. Are they going to count it? Yes, they're going to count it. Bizzoni with 4. Chance to make it 5. and a chance to give the Dinos a 7-6 lead with 4:46 left to play in the first quarter. Warburton will check back in. Orth will come out.
Yeah, and that's what makes Bozzoni so important. He's not just a good ball handler. He's not just a good scorer, but he's a spark off the bench. A Dinos offense that was looking lost has really found its form since he's checked back in. He goes on an individual 5-0 run.
7-6 in favor of the Carbon Dinos. Oki with the ball between the circles, swings it right side. Here's a baseline move, and then a bounce pass in the paint for 2. That's a nice pass by Earl. Olsen finishes it off at the basket. He has 4 in the ball game, and it's 8-7. Back the other way. Warburton reverse layup, good. And Carter is going to the basket and getting a couple of easy baskets for the Dinos. Turnover for Union. That's an unforced turnover as well.
Yeah,
going back to Carter. He's got 4 points in the ball game, and the Dinos lead 9-8.
A good job by Sorensen. He's buying some frustration early from the likes of Bo Earl. He wanted a foul on that one. Didn't see much justification for one. Just threw that ball carelessly. A big challenge for the Dinos early on in this game has been figuring out how to defend without Ty Mortensen. But they switched from the 2-3 to the 3-2, and that's given them more perimeter coverage while sacrificing just a little bit of interior protection.
Branch into the ball game for the Carbon Dinos. Has the ball on the right wing. Now to the baseline. Hands it off to Sorensen. Kicks it out to Griffith. Thought about the 3. Now he'll take the 3. No good. And the rebound comes down to Olsen. He probably should have took it the first time he thought about it.
I think he overthought it just a little bit, and you can't blame him. He was wide open.
3-point shot. Hits net. No rim by Brotherson. But the offensive board for Union, and a whistle and a foul on the ground on the Carbon Dinos. Team foul number 4. Foul's going to be on Sorensen.
Well, Sonny,
Caleb's first.
Check out this stat. In terms of rebounding, right now the Cougars dominating 4-1 in that category, and most of them coming offensively.
And it comes to Cook. Shot up, no good. Whistle and a foul on Sorensen. So he picks up 2 quick ones. And to the free throw line to shoot 2 will be Gage Cook. He's averaging 2 points per game. He has 2 already. Chance to go to the free throw line to give Union back the lead. Trailing by 1, Carbon up 9-8.
Now, Union hasn't been able to capitalize on their shots from the charity stripe so far. 0-2 their last trip out, trying to break that streak here, and he does. Pure as can be.
Actually, it's Tyson Marks at the free throw line. My mistake, and his first free throw was up and good. Second free throw is up and long off the back of the iron. No good, and the rebound comes down to the Dinos. Marks with 3 points in the ball game. Strong to the basket goes Bennett. Uses glass. Can't get it to go when the rebound comes down to Union the other way. Oki gets it ahead. 2-on-1 for Union, but coming back to make a play is Bennett. Tries to save it. Union loses it. Ball goes up to the glass and no good. Offensive rebound up and no good by Cook. Cook gets it back again, or a whistle and a reach foul on the Dinos.
Dinos loyal, not happy about that one, but that's how this game's been called, Sonny. You need to adjust to it, and the Dinos haven't. That's as simple as that. You recognize they're calling it tight. You lay off a little bit on defense. You got to play more with your feet now, less with your hands.
Brendan Meekum will check into the ball game at the in between these free throws here. Engage Cook at the free throw line. First shot up, no good. So Union 1 for 5 at the free throw line so far here in the first quarter. We're tied at 9 with 3:08 left to play in the first. One more free throw to come for Gage Cook. Eyes the bucket for free throw number 2. Shot is up and good.
Well, you got to give credit to the student section, Sonny. They were making some shrill noises trying to force that miss.
10-9 Union. Bennett with the basketball. Gives it off to Bozzoni. Drives inside. No good, but a soaring offensive rebound by Bennett. And he puts it up. No good, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
And that's the action that Logan Bennett does best. He operates very well, crashing the glass, trying to fight through contact, getting trips to the cherry stripe. 72% shooter on the season, but he misses that first one too hard off the back iron. He's also the lone Dino today who does have a rebound. He's got all 3 of Carbon's.
Coach Dice said he thought that was a good block. Referee says no, he came down on him. He gets the 2 free throws. He makes 1 out of 2.
Coaches think every foul's a good block.
Yep.
Tip away by Griffith. Behind the back to Bennett.
Bennett up. Good. On the turnover, the Dinos get the 2, and it's a 12-10 lead.
Set up by Case Griffith. What an action by that young man.
Lob pass to Marks, whistle and the foul. Down on the other side. The pace starting to pick up here late in the first quarter. 2:37 left to play, and the Dinos lead by 2.
Well, you can play with a little more energy, Sonny, when every few seconds you get stopped for a few sets of free throws. Right now, they've been coming in spades. A total of 9 been shot already. 6 by the Cougars, make it 7. And he misses the first, does Marks.
2 for 7 from the line. Checking in Withers. Coming out of the ball game will be Griffith.
And Griffith had the excellent steal that sent up the Bennett basket on the opposite end. He's earned that rest.
Second free throw by Marks is up and good. 4 points in the ball game. 3 for 8 as a team at the line for Union. 12-11. Carbon up 1. Bizzoni kicks it outside. Withers traveled. Took that step before he put the ball on the ground. Turnover for the Carbon Dinos. That's turnover number 5.
And you look at that stat, you look at the free throw differential, you look at the rebound losing. Carbon doesn't feel like they should be up by 1.
Down low it goes. Kick it outside. Baseline 3 from the left. Shot up and no good. Offensive rebound. As Meekum couldn't get the 3 to go. Kick it back outside. 3-point shot. Left wing this time good by Anderson. His first basket of the ball game. 14-12 Union. Bizzoni takes it all the way himself. Lays it up and in. You know, he's hard to stop going to the basket.
Yeah, he's got
14-14. Makes a big difference in the Dino offense.
He does. He's got a head full of steam, but also the skills of an acrobat readjusting his body as he goes around.
Down low, ball knocked away off the Dinos. Union ball on the baseline. Orth checks in. Branch checks out for the Carbon Dinos. 1:54 left to play first quarter, tied at 14. It's been an entertaining and a good first quarter. They go back and forth. Nobody actually with a big lead so far.
No.
Just back and forth.
It's been neck and neck.
And it comes. A lob pass goes into Cook. Cook outside. It goes to Meekum. Swings it over to Olsen. Olsen throws it away. Unforced turnover. Number 5. Both teams have 5.
Yeah, the ball security has left a lot to be desired of tonight, Sonny. Both teams just throwing it carelessly, committing just terrible violations. Not the best start for either team, but it's been entertaining basketball nonetheless.
Withers gives the ball to Bennett. Bennett over to Warburton on the wing left. Picks up his dribble. Back outside it goes to Bizzoni. Tip of the key. Now drives in. Kicks it outside to Withers. Thought about the 3. Changes his mind. Warburton will drive in. Warburton back to the basket. Spin move to Orth. Out of bounds off the Dinos. And that time, you know, I'm going to give Union's defense credit there because the Dinos just couldn't find anything on the offensive end. And it finally leads to a turnover.
They couldn't. A botched handoff leads to the ball bouncing out of bounds. Union takes over.
March with the ball right side. Gives it down to Cook. Cook back outside to Anderson. 3-point line. Back to Cook. Down underneath. Lay it up and in. Foul. Meekum gets the basket and a chance for a 3-point play. 16-14 Union with 1:05 left to play in the first.
And Coach Brower already having to dig into the bench. Logan Curtis, who we see a lot of on the JV level, coming into the varsity game. He averages about 2.1 points per game, but we've seen moments where he's able to check in, have a big impact. Your mind jumps to his contest against Juab. He comes in, hits 2 threes to keep it competitive heading into the half.
Earl in for Marks for Union. The free throw up and no good. 3 for 9 as a team at the free throw line in the first quarter for Union. Here's a 3-point shot, baseline left by Curtis is no good, and rebound Union. We come the other way. Dinos get back on defense. Union sets the offense. Hands it off to Anderson. He'll dribble back to the top circle and reset. Swings it over the left side. Olsen on the baseline. Down low it goes to Cook. Cook with the fall away from 10, good. He has 3. Union 18-14.
Less of a fall away, more of a reach over. Had the height advantage clearly over Carter.
Warburton with the ball on the wing right. Dribbles to the free throw line. Has the ball knocked away and stolen. Fast break the other way. 2-on-2. All the way to the basket. Lay it up and no good. It's Olsen, but an offensive rebound by Bo Earl following the play. And we say it all the time. That's why you follow the play. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. After the offensive rebound and the putback, it didn't go. But the senior, averaging 9.5 points per game, will go to the line to shoot 2. Free throw number 1. Good.
Well, it took him some time to settle in, approximately 10 shots, shooting 40% now. I don't know what's worse, the Dinos allowing 10 attempts at the stripe or Union only making 4.
So Earl with 3 points. Second free throw short off the front of the rim. No good. And the rebound comes down to the Dinos. Fast break the other way. Bazzoni says, I'm going to take it all the way. Reverse layup and good. Man, he's tough to stop. 19-16 Union. Bounce pass down low. Knocked away. Out of bounds. Stays with Union.
Yeah, last touch will go against Curtis, who scrapped to poke that ball loose to get the deflection. He can't corral it as he rolls out, but he sets up a tough shot with 1.1. But Union did make a few of those in the first contest.
Anderson checking in for Union. Throwing the ball in will be Olsen. 1.1. In it comes. Quick three. No good, and that's how the first quarter ends. We've played one here at Carbon High School. It's Union 19 and Carbon Dinos 16. When we come back, quarter number 2.
We're not going out on a limb when we say,
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen. Fantastic food, fun atmosphere. Known for their made-from-scratch pizzas, Juniper has the very best pastas, burgers, salads, wraps, hoagies, paninis, appetizers, loaded sodas, desserts, vegan and vegetarian options. Dine in for lunch or dinner, Tuesday through Friday, 11 till 8. Saturdays, noon till 8. Order online at juniperkitchenutah.com with DoorDash delivery. Stop beating around the bush for a great meal.
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen and Price.
The more things change,
the more they stay the same.
Yes, Mr. Automotive has a new building in Huntington.
But that just means the services they offer just got better.
Detailing and mechanic work are being added to the already great service Mr. Automotive had already offered.
And all deals are still done with the owner at the lowest prices possible.
New building, same best prices, and more auto services. Go to MrAutomotiveSales.com or stop by the dealership, 21 South Main, Huntington. Mr. Automotive, the best for less.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
19-16 Union with the lead. They get the ball to start second quarter, going left to right. On your radio dial with the basketball, it's Anderson. Picked up by Warburton on the left wing. Ball knocked around, controlled by Union. Resets it. It goes down to Olsen. Olsen has it stolen away from him. Turnover number 6. Here comes Warburton the other way down the left side. Brings it back out to the three-point line. Over to Orth at the free throw line. Back outside it goes to Warburton for 3. Nice smooth shot. Just a nice touch there, 19-19.
Yeah, it was a very flat-lying shot, but it got the job done.
7:23 left, second quarter. We're knotted up at 19. Ball knocked away. Turnover number 7 for Union. We come the other way. It's Withers with the ball on the right side. Gives it to Mortensen, back in the game. Takes it to the basket. Count it, and a foul. Ty Mortensen, his first basket of the ball game. Chance for a three-point play. Dinos up 21-19.
And Ty recognizing how urgently he needs to get points on the boards and leave his impact, because with 2 quick fouls already, he knows a third will take him out till at least midway through the third quarter. Coach Brower doesn't want to play with one of his best defensive players. Ty wants to stay in. It's a battle to try and get as much done as fast as he can.
Free throw up and no good. We haven't played a minute yet in this quarter, and the Dinos have outscored Union 5-0. With the ball down in the paint, shot up and in. Nice play by Anderson. He has 5 in the ball game. Nobody picked him up as he went to the basket. Tied at 21. Bennett with the ball on the left side. Hands it off to Orth. Orth picked up by the defender. Cross-court pass. Withers for a deep 3. Long off the back of the iron. Bounces up and hits the shot clock. Ball goes over to Union. 6:46 left to play first half. Tied at 21.
And sometimes it's going to take some time to get back into your rhythm, but the misses are worth it once you see the making prowess of Withers. When he gets on fire, Sonny, he's hard to stop. So you want to see him get it going as quickly as he can.
Anderson goes to the basket. Swings it back outside. Down underneath, it goes to Earl. Takes it outside on the baseline. Runner on the baseline left by Anderson. No good. Rebound Dinos. Here comes Warburton the other way in the paint. Kicks it outside to Ort. Swings it over to Withers. Fakes the 3. Drives in. Shot from 10. Air ball. Saved by Bennett. and controlled by Union. Fast break ahead of the pack. Lay it up. Warburton makes a good effort, but the putback up and good by Anderson as he follows the play. He has 7. Union back up 23-21. Warburton with the ball, 3-point line. Picks up his dribble, gives it to Mortensen. Back to Warburton. Withers for 3. Baseline left, won't go. Rebound Union. High up to get the board is Earl. Earl ahead to Meekum. Meekum down the right side, gives it to Oki. Drives in the paint, throws it away. Throws it right to Orth. Orth, then he gets it back as Bennett throws it right back to Oki, and Union has the basketball. Oki fakes the 3, drives inside, lays it up, no good. Rebound Bennett. Dinos fast break the other way. 2-on-2, give it to Mortensen. Everybody's back now. Mortensen move in the paint, no good. Rebound Union. Here comes Anderson. Fast break to Oki. Behind the back dribble, has it knocked away. And man, this is a sloppy minute. And a whistle and a timeout.
Yeah, you need to call one.
That's a great call. That's a great timeout by Coach Brower because, wow, the game there for like a minute.
No,
it got really sloppy, and that's a good timeout.
That was junior jazz action on the floor, Sonny. Not what you'd expect from varsity high school basketball. Just back and forth, they would pass the ball, not to their teammates, but to the other team. And then just baffling series of events. No one really knew to play. They're playing Looney Tunes ball down there, Sonny. It was like Space Jam, but without all the scoring.
Second quarter, 23-21 Union. 1 foul on Union. Carbon yet to commit a foul here in the second quarter. Well, big game here tonight. We'll have some scores for you. We'll try to get a score on the Manti North St. Pete game.
I have one right here for you, Sonny. At the end of the first quarter, it's already a nail-biter. Manti 14, North St. Pete 12. This game being played at Manti.
So these two teams had a great game when they played the first time.
Yeah, it's the Carbon Emery game of the Sevier Valley.
And it comes to Bozzoni with Sorensen, Mortensen, Griffith, Orth in the ball game for the Dinos. Once again, Bozzoni goes to the basket. He lays it up and in. He has 11. The Union has no answer stopping Bozzoni going to the basket. Back down the other way. Shot up no good. That was a beautiful pass by Anderson. Down low to Marks with a whistle and a foul on the Dinos. And Marks will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Team foul number 1 on the Carbon Dinos. That foul on, we'll see. That foul is on Mortensen, and that is his 3rd.
Yeah, we're not seeing Ty until at least the 3rd quarter now, Sonny. They're going to take him out. Branch ready to check in. Dino's going to have to play small again. Orth going to be the tallest player on the floor. Not normally your center build, but it's who you have to turn to right now.
Mark's free throw good. He has 5. As you said, Branch checking into the ball game for the Dinos. 4:52 left to play first half. 24-23 Union. Big Region 13 game here tonight at Carbon High School. Second free throw up and good.
And Orth heads to the bench. Bennett onto the court. They recognize they're going to need a little more leap that Bennett can provide down low. We're going to see him switch out of that 3-2 back into the, or the 2-3 into the 3-2. Guard the perimeter, but interior is going to be a weak point.
Dinos with the basketball. Bozzoni drives inside. Branch from 10. Baseline right won't good. What won't go? Rebound comes down to Bennett. And Bennett working hard on the offensive board. Gets the putback. We're tied at 25. He has 5. With the basketball, it's Anderson. He drives all the way. Shot up no good. Scramble for it underneath. Union comes up with it. 3-point shot down the barrel. Short off the front of the rim. No good by Marks. On the ground. Jump ball belongs to Union. No, actually belongs to Carbon.
Yeah, it's going to be in favor of the Dinos. Yep. And you talk about Bennett getting it done on the offensive boards, Sonny. He's the only person doing anything on the boards for the Dinos. He's got 6 of the Dinos' 9 rebounds. He's the only one showing any real initiative down low.
Bozzoni with the basketball between the circles. Swings it over to the left side to Griffith on the wing. To Bennett, free throw line. Fake, move in the paint, spin move, shot up from about 5, no good. The rebound comes down to Union. 4 minutes up to play first half, tied at 25. Anderson with the ball. 3-point shot, wing left, good. Anderson in double digits. He has 10, 28-25 Union. Bozzoni. Picked up by Brotherson. Kicks it outside to Bennett. 3 down the barrel, no good. Rebound Union. Up to get it is Oki. Oki ahead 2, Marks. Out of bounds off the Dinos. They tried to get the ball to Anderson down the side. And it goes out of bounds, and Union will throw the ball in right in front of the Carbon Dino student body.
Yeah, they whistled out a kicked ball violation against Sorensen. Didn't see much foot action, but I guess the official has a different angle.
Anderson, 3-point line. Goes around the screen, kicks it outside. Marks fakes the 3, drives inside, whistle and a foul.
That's an egregious call, Sonny. That's awful. That is terrible. Bennett stands alone. He's planted on the block, and they run right into him. He gets knocked down due to contact. I don't agree with that call one bit. I think it's awful.
Tyson Marks going to shoot free throws. Foul number 2 on the Dinos. Foul number 3 on Bennett. And the first free throw by Marks is up and good. Earl checks in. Coming out of the ball game, Anderson for Union. Bennett will come out with that foul. Warburton in the game now with Sorensen. There's the second free throw up and no good as well. The rebound comes down to Warburton. He has it down the right side. Gives it to Sorensen. Between the circles. Back over to Warburton. Drives inside. Gives it out to Bozzoni. Bozzoni drives in. Shot up, no good. That's the best defense they played on Bozzoni so far tonight. Oki brings it down the floor. Has it knocked away from behind. Fast break the other way, and Bozzoni was ahead of the pack, but he can't get to the ball. 2 quick turnovers for each team.
And that's some of the rust on Carter Branch. This is only his second game on the varsity level. He played limited minutes against Emory. Has to fill a much bigger role due to the foul situation. But that time, you could tell he just wasn't used to where he needed to place that ball.
Drive inside, bounce pass down low. Goes to Cook. A whistle and a foul on the ground on the Dinos. On the floor right now for Carbon, we have Warburton, Withers, Bozzoni, Orth, and Griffith. That's the 5 on the floor for the Carbon Dinos. 2:52 left to play in the first half. 29-25 Union. They'll throw the ball in on the baseline. In it comes. Point blank shot up and good. Tyson Marks has 9 points in the ball game. 31-25. Union up 6. Bozzoni on the right side. Takes it to the basket. Once again, all the way. Whistle and a foul. He couldn't get it to go that time, but he still made it all the way to the basket, and he'll go to the free throw line. Union, they have no answer right now for Bozzoni taking the ball to the hoop.
Well, it's a simple fix for him, Sonny. If they want to stop Bozzoni, you need to get him in the way of the lane. Right now, they're leaving him wide open paths to the basket. You got to throw a double team, force him to try and split you, but that's not what they're doing. They're instead just going single coverage, and he's been able to burst by you each time.
Fouls on Olsen. Team foul number 2 for Union. First free throw by Bozzoni's up and no good. Second free throw up and no good as well, but the rebound comes down to Orth. Swing it over to Griffith on the baseline. Finds Warburton open. Steps inside the 3-point line. Shot no good from the baseline left, and the rebound comes down to Cook. Ahead it goes to Marks. Marks finds Oki on the right side. Now drives in the paint. Guarded by Warburton. Shot up, no good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll go to the Dinos. Went off the hands of a hustling Earl, but he just couldn't come down with a basketball. Dino ball with 2:18 left, down 6.
And it's thanks to some pressure coming down from Griffith, and Withers able to battle it, keeps the ball bouncing up in the air before he eventually taps it out.
Brotherson in, Oki out for Union. 31-25 Union. Bozzoni in the paint again. Picks up his dribble this time, has it knocked away, gets it back. 3-point shot, good. As he got it outside to Cash Withers. He gets going, look out. 31-28, Carbon down 3 all the way. The other way, Davin Brotherson takes it in for the layup. Nice play, 33-28. Bozzoni, spin move in the paint. Shot up and good. 13 points for Jackson Bozzoni. 33-30. 3-point shot, no good by Cook. Rebound comes down to Warburton. We'll bring it up the floor, down the left side. Cross-court pass goes to Orth. Orth drives baseline. Back outside it goes to Bozzoni. Finds a little gap. Warburton for 3. Good. Warburton has 10. 33, a minute 20 left to play in the first half. And that 6-point lead for Union is gone.
Yeah, no, it's a big moment for the Dinos. A big 3 by Withers, followed by a big 3 by Warburton. It helps. Union's getting away with murder down low in the box, and that's helping them with their offensive rebounding. A little more closely called on the opposite end. Just one of those perspective things you see on the ground, different positions on the floor, different refs in different spaces. But Carbon has done a good job, despite that, battling through and keeping things composed. And really, after a sloppy start to the first and second quarter, they've calmed down and they've done what they've needed to do. We saw at the end of one, they did just that. 19-16 sat the score then. Now knotted up at 33. A big run over this next minute 20 will do wonders for this squad.
For Union, leading the way is Anderson. He has 10. Marks has 9. For the Dinos, leading the way, Jackson Bazzoni, 13, and Warburton with 10. But now Bazzoni's taking the ball into the paint, and they're collapsing on him. But the Dinos are finding some open threes, and they're starting to drop the 3.
Yeah, it was
right now. Bazzoni going in the paint is the key in this game.
Both in scoring and opening things up, and now that Carbon is starting to hit those shots. You know, we saw Withers go 0 of 3 to start the game, but he's a player. Despite the misses, you want him to keep pulling the trigger because he can do so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's starting to now.
See what kind of defense Union comes out with. They have the ball right now, but on the next possession, we'll see. They do something different. They break the press on the offensive side. Whistle and a jump ball, and it will stay with Union with a minute 11 left to play. Tied at 33.
That's what Griffith does so well. He recognizes when the ball's at its low point, and he can reach down and clap on it without getting the whistle blown against him, forcing a lot of jump balls and steals. He's an electric player on the defensive end.
Brotherson throws the ball in on the baseline, and it comes. It goes to Anderson. Bounce pass on the low block, knocked out of bounds, Union ball.
It was a good team effort. Both Warburton and Orth collapsing down low, able to poke it away. Union gets to keep ball, but they're looking a little frazzled right now.
Throwing the ball in on the baseline once again, and it comes deep. It goes to Marks. Marks swings it over the right side. Anderson down in the paint. Kick it back outside. They'll swing it over to the left baseline. Shot blocked by Warburton. Back it goes to Union. It's Earl. Shot up no good. Whistle and a foul on Union. We go the other way. 49.6 seconds left first half. Tied at 33. Team foul number 3 on Union. And personal foul number 2 on Ridge Olson.
Well, we talk about how momentum shifting the blocks of Ty Mortensen can bend with him out in foul trouble. Carter Warburton comes in and makes a closeout play of a lifetime. He elevates a good 3-4 feet up in the air to tip that one up as they pull the trigger, saving what looked to be a likely 3 and turning it into an opportunity for the Dinos.
Timeout, Carbon, 33-33. Both teams with 3 fouls. And we can't get more even in a basketball game than this game is right now, Aiden. It's been a good game.
Yeah.
If you look at the difference in the game, really, the Dinos have shot 6 free throws. They've made 2. Union has shot 15 free throws, but they only made 7. So they left 8 points on the board at the free throw line. It's a tie ball game. The Dinos have left 4 on the board. So the difference right now at the free throw line, and also a big difference is Jackson Bazzoni, what he's doing with the offense, taking the ball to the paint.
I was going to say, I thought rebounding was, but no. Carbon's battled their way back into that category as well.
Bazzoni kicks it outside once again. Warburton for 3, no good. Offensive rebound by Griffith. Kicks it outside, back to Carter. Carter can't hold it. A whistle and a foul. Foul on Warburton. Turnover number 10 for the Carbon Dinos. Team foul number 4 on the Dinos. Union will throw the ball in front of their own bench. Oki will come back in. Also checking in will be Anderson. Coming out of the ball game will be Olson and Marks.
Well, if you want to have a big momentum-shifting 3 in the final 35, Ryan Oki is going to be your guy to do it. He's been held quiet so far, Sonny. He hasn't had much impact on the game. In fact, looks like they have held him scoreless.
Shot clock almost even. 0.3 of a second difference. Oki with the ball on the right side. on the wing, picks up his dribble, cross-court pass, they swing it over, three-point shot, baseline left, no good by Anderson, rebound Carbon. 14 seconds if they can get the last shot if they choose to. Or takes it strong to the basket, can't get it to go. Nice offensive board by Warburton. Griffith, Withers on the baseline, runner, no good, and that's how the first half ends. Dinos had a couple of looks at the basket, tried to take the lead going into half. Neither one of them fall, and we have played a half of basketball here at Carbon High School, and folks, we have a good one. It's Carbon 33, Union 33. When we come back, the Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
In the heart of Carbon and Emery counties, Quick Realty is here to help you make the right move. Experience the future of home buying with our Matterport 3D tours, giving you an immersive look at your potential home from anywhere. Meet our dedicated team of local professionals, just real people who care, walking you through every step of the way. As a Zillow Premier and Realtor.com specialist, Quick Realty is your trusted expert, handling everything from residential, commercial, and mountain properties to property management. Your dream home is just a call away. Let Quick Realty help you find it.
Having a great local pharmacy that you can rely on is important. At Price Family Pharmacy, transferring your prescriptions is simple and hassle-free. Just call us at 637-3737 and we'll take care of the rest. Need your medication delivered right to your door? We offer free delivery to make your life even easier. Managing multiple medications? Ask about our convenient med packing services to keep you organized and on track. Visit Price Family Pharmacy and experience a team that genuinely cares. Feel better about your pharmacy. Choose Price Family Pharmacy today.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Plumbing issues don't happen every day, but when they do, it's good to know that there's a plumber you can trust right here in the Castle Country. The Swell Plumber has over 30 years of experience and has proven that he's reliable. Here's what some customers have said about the Swell Plumber.
Kurt was amazing. He came out to the house the same day and got quotes to us very quickly.
Kurt kept in touch with us with updates as things progressed. I was definitely pleased.
For residential and commercial plumbing, go to theswellplumber.com and book your appointment today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Welcome to the Carbon Dinos Halftime Report, brought to you by Castle Valley Orthodontics. Call 637-2222 and schedule your free consultation for a smile that will last a lifetime.
Welcome back. It's halftime. Welcome to the Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show. Great people down at Castle Valley Orthodontics bringing us the halftime show.
Got my braces there when I was younger. Nice place.
33-33 the score here at half. We'll take a look at stats. First for Union, leading the way is Anderson, the junior. He's averaging 14 points per game. Aiden has 10 here in the first half. Hit a couple of hit 1 3. Actually hit 2 threes. 2 twos, has 10 points in the ball game. Good first half for Anderson.
Yeah, it was, and you can tell a lot of resources from the Dinos defense are being thrown the way of Ryan Oakey. They're trying to keep as much pressure on him as humanly possible, and it's paid off, but it's let some leakage through in other departments.
Marks has 9 points. The senior center having a good night. He's averaging 2 per game. He has 9, so he's 7 above what he's usually averaging in the first half. So a really productive first half for him.
And you can attribute a lot of that to the absence of Ty Mortensen due to foul trouble early on. It's opened up a lot in the paint because Ty's the lone true center on this roster, and without him, they're going to have to turn to more point-forward players, and they just don't have the height that Ty has.
That's a great point, Aiden. Ridge Olson with 4 points in the first half. The senior guard almost at his average. Then we have Bo Earl with 3, Gage Cook with 3, Brotherson with 2, and Meekum with 2 for Union for a total of 33 points. They shot 15 free throws in the first half, only made 7.
Yeah, no, that's another factor that you're going to circle as this game comes down to the stretch. I said it in the first quarter when the differential was 3-10. I don't know what was worse in that situation, the fact that the Dinos had allowed 10 attempts at the stripe or the fact that Union had made only 3 of them. You got to take advantage of those opportunities, especially when they're presented to you on a silver platter in an early momentum building stage of the game like the first quarter. Union fails to do that, and that's why we're knotted up. It's like when you talk to someone and they're going through a rough time and they say, well, at least we have our help. That's what this game feels like for both teams right now. None have done anything truly spectacular, but they're doing enough to keep it even.
Turnover-wise, 10 in the first half for Union. In the first quarter, Union outscored the Dinos 19-16. In the second quarter, Carbon outscored Union 17-14. That's how we sit at 33. Taking a look at the Carbon Dinos leading the way in the first half, coming off the bench. And, I mean, we've talked about him a lot, but you have to because he set the tone for this game. Jackson Bozzoni, 13 points in the ball game. Union has had no answer for him going to the basket. They kind of started to shut him down a little bit going to the basket. Then he started finding the open threes, and the Dinos started hitting him, and that 6-point lead got cut to even quickly as that started to happen for the Dinos. So, man, a great first half for Jackson Bozzoni.
He adds 2 rebounds and a steal to his total. And like you said, a number of assists once the defense started keying off him, trying to collapse. I said it was important that they start cutting off his driving lanes. Well, that opened up a 3-point realm for the Dinos that until then had been locked by Union.
Two of those threes back-to-back for Carter Warburton. He finishes the first half with 10. He's been all over the place tonight. And had a couple of blocks, I believe. He's just played a high-energy game so far tonight.
That he has. He's got 2 boards, a block, and a steal to his name. Now, like Coach Brower said at the last game, I want to see a little more crashing the glass action from Carter. I want to see him going in more aggressively for offensive rebounds because, like Coach said, he's a double-double guy. He could be a triple-double guy with how well he passes the ball. I want to see just that much more from Carter.
Logan Bennett, the senior, with 5 points in the first half. Cash Withers had a 3, one of those threes that they started to hit, the senior in the first half. And then Ty Mortensen with 2 points in the first half. Ty got himself in really early foul trouble. 2 quick fouls, I believe, in the first, minute and a half?
Yeah, minute and a half he has 2. Picks up the third midway through the second quarter. So we haven't seen much of Ty tonight. Just outside of scoring, hasn't really had much impact. You look at team stats compared between these two. Rebounding battle goes to Union, 17-16. The blocking battle to the Dinos as they have won that swap by Carter on the closeout. But when you look at steals, that's where the Dinos have really won the war because they have 9 to Union's 3, tripling up the Cougars. So turnovers have played a big role for the Dinos, especially when they got it into the hands of Bozzoni during his early run.
The Dinos have 10 turnovers of their own. They shoot 2 for 6 from the free throw line in the first half. So there is a 5-point difference in favor of Union at the free throw line, but Union has shot 9 more free throws than the Dinos have as well. So we're about ready for the start of the second half. You've been listening to the Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show. We are tied at 33. When we come back here on 95.3 The Peak, we will have Carbon Dino basketball. We'll take a quick break.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
Welcome back, Carbon Dino basketball, 33-33 as we go to the second half. The Dinos get the ball first. They go left to right on your radio dial. With the basketball, it's Warburton, goes right side. Now dribbles into the paint, stops, a little spin move, tries to get it put up. It's partially blocked, goes to Mortensen. Back outside of Withers to Orth. Orth drives inside, lays it up and in. Orth gets his first basket of the ball game, and it's the 35-33 Dino lead. Union comes back the other way, all the way to the paint. Nobody picked him up, and an easy 2 for Anderson. He has 12. I think he was kind of shocked that nobody came over to get him.
You know, he took a second, but then he was able to convert on the floater.
Orth with the ball, finds another gap, lays it up and in again. And the Dinos come out here in the second half, and they go to Orth twice, and they're successful 2 times, 37-35. 3-point shot down the barrel, up and good. Meekum has 5. And Union fights their way back to a 38-37 lead. It's Bennett with the ball on the right side. Puts it on the ground. Stops at the free throw line. Double team. Kicks it outside the Withers. Orth on the right wing. Bounce pass goes to Bennett. Down low. Shot up. Blocked out of bounds. Whistle and a foul. Free throws for the Dinos. To the line to shoot 2 goes Logan Bennett. I believe that foul's on Oki, but we'll see.
And I do think it truly is a positioning thing for these officials. Baseline's going opposite for these officials, a different pair of refs calling it differently. So you're going to see more free throws so far this game on this right basket.
Bennett's free throw. Good.
But it matters to take care of those opportunities. Whether you're giving them up or not, the other team has to make them.
Second free throw is up and good for Bennett as well. He has 7 in the ball game. We'll get you a score as soon as we can on that Manti North St. Pete game. The other Region 13 game going on as Emory has the night off. Here's a 3-point shot. It's an air ball by Anderson. It goes right to Withers. He'll give it to Warburton. Warburton takes it all the way to the basket. Fakes the pass. They go for the fake, and Warburton goes in for the easy 2. He has 12. 41-38, Dinos up 3. 3-point shot, baseline left, good the other way. Meekum has 8. He has 2 threes here quickly in the second half. We're tied at 41.
Action flying fast.
Withers for 3. Won't go from the baseline left. Offensive rebound. Orth puts it up and in, and Orth has 6 points here in the third quarter.
Kyler Greg Orth getting it done. He has been dominant.
Back the other way, lay it up, no good, whistle and a foul. Going strong to the basket, Bo Earl. He'll have a chance for 2 from the free throw line with 6:02 left to play. And the Dinos up 2, 43-41.
Well, I was waiting for a pause in the action. This provides us the perfect chance at the halftime in that key region game. Manti up 35-30 over North St. Pete.
Foul number 2 on Orth. And at the free throw line, Bo Earl looking for points 4 and 5. First one up and good.
Well, that's been a stark contrast from the first half. Both teams seemingly able to make their shots from the stripe now. Both were struggling early and often, but now things starting to fall a little bit more in their favor.
Second free throw good as well. Walks up to the free throw line, nothing but net. 43-43. Orth drives inside again. Loses control of the ball this time. He had a gap there, and he just lost control of the ball, and we come the other way. 3-point shot, wing right. Won't go. Rebound, Mortensen. Meekum couldn't get it to go. Here comes Wither down the left side. Gives it to Warburton on the baseline left. Picked up by Oki. Back outside of Withers for 3. No. Rebound, Bennett. To Mortensen. From 10. Yes. Mortensen has 4. 45-43. Dinos up 2.
And the board that set up that possession, Sonny, shockingly ties first rebound of the game.
Anderson with the ball. Swings it over to the right side. Oki for three. No good. Yet to score. Rebound comes down to Earl. On the offensive rebound. Bounce pass goes down low to Olsen. Outside to Anderson. Back down to Olsen. Shot blocked by Mortensen. Then we have a jump ball, and it will belong to Union with 5:01 left to play in the third. Checking into the ball game will be Brotherson. Also checking in for the Dinos will be Bazzoni and Griffith. Coming out of the ball game will be Withers and Orth.
Well, now they got 6 on the floor, so Warburton will also head out.
Yep. 5:01 left to play. Dinos up 2. In it comes. Oki with the ball, 3-point line. Gives it to Brotherson. Kicks it outside. 3-point shot. Good. Meekum, that's his third 3 of the second half. 46-45 Union.
He's the only thing keeping him in this one right now, Sonny. You stop him, the offense grinds to a halt, but he has not let that happen.
Bazzoni for 3. No, won't go. Rebound comes down to Brotherson. Brings it up the floor himself, loses it, gets it back, drives inside, knocked out of bounds off Carbon. Union's ball on the baseline. Checking into the ball game will be Marks.
Good get-back defense by Bazzoni, Griffith, and Bennett, able to collapse around the driving Brotherson. Creates a knockout situation. Now they have to go out along the baseline. Frustration boiling from every player.
Earl comes out of the game. 3-point shot, baseline left, an air ball by Meekum. We come the other way, but the Dinos turn it over. Anderson with the ball. Finds a gap. Nice pass down underneath for 2 to Marks. He has 11. 48-45 Union. Sorensen with the basketball for the Dinos. Picks up his dribble. Swings it right side to Bazzoni. Bazzoni drives into the paint. Spin move. Kicks it out. Griffith thought about the 3. Changes his mind. Gets it to Mortensen right in front of the basket for 2. Mortensen has 6. 48-47, Union up 1.
And you and I had this discussion following the first Union game. We wanted to see more from Ty on the interior. We thought he was playing a little too high up at that high post, and ever since that game, they have made that adjustment. So Coach saw the same thing, and he's hard to stop from about 5 out.
Yeah, he's right in front of the basket there. He's getting the easy shot. He can make that shot quite easily as well. Union with the ball, 3-point shot, baseline left, no good by Meekum, but the offensive rebound for Union. Beautiful pass down underneath. The pass from Anderson to Brotherson. Brotherson with 4, 50-47 Union. Bennett with the ball on the baseline. Kicks it outside to Bazzoni. Bazzoni on the baseline, back outside to Bennett. 3 from the wing. Won't go. Rebound Oki. Behind the back dribble, and they'll slow it up, set the offense. Swings it over to Anderson. Anderson finds a gap, kicks it outside. 3-point shot from the wing right, good. Brotherson has 7. Union starting to heat up, 53-47. They're up 6.
Well, you've stopped Oki, just not anyone else.
Bazzoni from 10. Partially blocked. Bennett gets it underneath. Put it up and in. Bennett in the right place at the right time. He has 9. 53-49 Union. Aiden.
Bennett leads all rebounders with 7 in this game.
2:50 left to play third. Union with the basketball. It's Meekum. Down low. Kicks it outside. Baseline 3 good. From the right. Brotherson. He has 3 threes in the second half. The 3's starting to drop for Union with 2:38 left to play in the third quarter, and they're up 7, 56-49.
Well, you stopped Ryan Oki, Sonny. You haven't stopped anybody else. Everyone else is raining it down from beyond the arc. We need to see some adjustments now, and that's looks like what they're going to talk over in this huddle, because that has been sloppy defense along the perimeter. They're not closing out. They're leaving open shots. They're doing a good job driving in. Carbon rightfully collapses, but they don't have enough get out to go back and recover when that ball is passed out to one of the shooters.
You got to give Union credit. You know, Oki hasn't scored tonight. He's averaging 12 points per game. He can shoot the 3, but other people have picked up the slack, and that's a mark of a good team when you can do that. Union is doing that here in the second half. They're starting to hit their 3s. They're up 7.
No, and you look at the scoring averages, 14, 9.5, 12.7. It's a very balanced effort for Union, much like we see from the Dinos. When one player is off, we're going to see others pick up the pace, but right now, Union has done that, but the problem is, Sonny, their game happens from beyond the arc. Carbon plays more of an interior-based game.
On the floor for the Dinos will be Orth, Mortensen, Sorensen, Bazzoni, Griffith, that's the 5 on the floor with 2:38 left to play in the third quarter, and then it comes to Bozzoni. He'll bring it up the floor. He'll weave it over to the right side. Picks up his dribble, gives it down low to Mortensen, about 10 feet from the basket, outside to Sorensen for 3. Good. Beautiful passing by the Dinos. Sorensen on the board for the first time tonight, 56-52. They needed that 3.
It was desperately needed.
And then a turnover. Stolen. Bozzoni with the basketball. Double teamed in the backcourt. Spin move in the paint. Lay it up, no good. Mortensen follows with the dunk, but there's a foul. It won't count. Free throws. Bozzoni will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it doesn't count. It's still pretty cool to see, and it gets the fans on their feet, something which they hadn't been for a bulk of the third quarter. Let's talk about Jackson Bozzoni for a second. Was that Jackson Bozzoni on the floor, or was that the second coming of Allen Iverson? Weave, wind, spin. He looked like a top out there, and he made them pay, punishing them at the rim.
Bennett will check in. He will check in for Griffith. Checking into the ball game will be Earl for Union. Oki will be coming out. First free throw, no good for the Dinos. 4 for 9 from the free throw line tonight. 56-52. 2:07 left to play. 56-53. Union up.
Halt the 3. That's the goal here as they switch into their 3-2.
Drive inside. Little underneath layup type of shot. He got bailed out on the foul. And the free throw line goes Brotherson.
Well, you can't
shoot 2.
You can't argue the contact on that one. He was up in the air. And, yeah, you can see the justification for that whistle.
But, I mean, he bailed out.
Yeah,
it wasn't a good shot.
No, I wasn't disagreeing with you there.
Yeah. Free throw up, no good.
I figure I've been critical of the refs today. I'll give them some props where they're due.
Minute 57 left to play. Warburton checks in. Branch checks in. Mortensen and Orth come out.
Well, you got to give credit to Ty, too. He has done an incredible job not fouling. He had 3 coming into the third, and he recognized how important it was for him to stay in the game.
Second free throw is good. Meekum comes out of the ball game for Union. He's had a great third quarter, 3 threes. 57-53, Union up 4. The Dinos with the basketball. It's Bozzoni down the left side. He'll be picked up there by Brotherson. Gives it to Withers. Underneath it goes to Bennett from about 10 on that high block, and he gets it to go. Bennett in double digits. He has 11, 57-55. Anderson drives in, kicks it outside. 3-point shot from the wing right. It won't go. Short by Cook, and the rebound comes down Warburton ahead. It goes to Bennett. Bennett with a big step towards the basket and a whistle and a foul from behind by Brotherson. And Bennett will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Chance to tie this game back up again.
Well, I thought things had gone bad, but, you got to trust Coach Brower and the rest of this team. He came up with the game plan with the big 3 by Sorensen. Gets them rolling again. The defense has collapsed around the outside again, and it's limited 3-point opportunities, and because of that, Carbon has been able to whittle it down now to a single point.
Bennett's free throw good. He has 12. As a team, 6 for 11. For the Carbon Dinos, second free throw by Bennett. Good.
Well, our Manti North Sanpete game still sitting as close as we expected at the end of 3, 49-46 in favor of the Templars.
Possibilities for some big things going on in this region tonight. 57-57. Kick it outside. It goes to Earl. Down in the corner on the baseline left. Here's a layup. Won't go. Nice move by Anderson. Couldn't finish. Offensive board, and Cook puts it up and in. He has 5.
5 points, 5 boards. He's doing it all right now.
Bozzoni picks up his dribble about 10 feet away outside to Bennett. Swings it over to Warburton. Warburton has the ball knocked away, and a turnover for the Dinos. We come the other way. 2-on-2. Dinos get back. I think Union got away with the travel there underneath. Ball knocked away. The Dinos get it back anyway, so we come the other way. Ahead it goes to Warburton. He'll hand it off to Withers. Outside to Bennett. Back to Warburton. Withers for 3. Baseline left. Air ball. We come the other way for Union. They go fast break. 2-on-2 all the way off the glass. Lay it up, and they call a charge. Warburton gets in the path. They call a charge. No basket, and we go the other way.
Sonny, do you want to hear something? I think that was a blocking foul. I think Carter didn't have his feet set, but we always talk about it. It's the hardest foul to call. It's akin to pass interference in football, and it's a complete judgment from the officials as they go to gather at midcourt trying to decide. And they're going to keep the charge. They're whistling it against Bo Earl. Only his first personal, and for the game he's been having with 5 points, hit a 3 early on, he's played some pretty good minutes.
27.5 left to play, 59-57. 2-point lead for Union. Bazzoni with the ball, swings it right side. Withers, cross-court pass, goes back to Bazzoni for 3. No good from the wing left. The long rebound. Fast break the other way. All the way. Coming from behind is Bennett to make the block, but a whistle and a foul.
Bennett needs to watch himself. He's getting teed up.
That is a big technical. Going to the free throw line will be Olsen.
I'm surprised it wasn't the ref he was given to give him the tee. I would have expected that, but no, coming from the far corner, he comes down with the technical.
$11.7 left to play in the third quarter.
Well,
technical foul on Logan Bennett to the free throw line. We'll see who they send to the free throw line. 59-57 Union.
Well, Sonny, that's a big one because that fouls him out. That was 4 and 5 with the shooting foul and the technical foul. They're going to play the fourth without Bennett. And Brower wants a conversation. So that's one of the biggest plays we could see in one of the worst ways possible.
Free throw up. Good for Olsen.
Wow, that swings things completely. I was so focused on the tie foul situation that I didn't realize Bennett had 3 and then 4 and 5.
1 of 2 for the technical foul, 60-57. Now we'll have the 2 free throws.
I was going to say, if I remember right, they're going to get the 2 free throws
and then they'll get the ball. So with it now to the free throw line goes Bo Earl. He'll shoot the 2 free throws. 60-57. Both teams with 4 fouls will shoot. Well, there's only 11 seconds left in the quarter. Free throw short. Now one more.
Logan Curtis into the contest now in Bennett's stead. The Dinos have a lot to overcome here.
Second free throw. Short. You could tell the minute you let go of it.
Yeah, no, that one didn't have a chance. So the Dinos now with several key players in fouls, 1 disqualified already, and Union getting the ball back with 11 seconds left. This fourth quarter, going to be big minutes for Ty Mortensen coming off the bench with those 3 fouls. He's got to push off 4 and even 5 as far as he possibly can.
So depending on this possession, they got 1 point out of all that, correct?
Yep, 1 point.
1 free throw. Here's a spin move in the paint. The shot up and no good by Anderson. Offensive rebound up and in. That's Cook. He has 7. The shot at the buzzer won't count, and we have played 3 here at Carbon High School. In Union, up 62-57 as we go into the fourth quarter. Wow, what a game.
Yeah, you're telling me, Sonny, that was quite the eventful, about 10 seconds of game time leading to that. Union with a 3-point swing on what could have been disastrous. They only get half the points you'd expect because they miss 3 of their 4, but they get the point on the ensuing possession. So that could have been a 6-point swing. The Dinos, lucky they dodged a bullet there. I was going to say they did a good job defensively. No, the rim did that.
Yeah. 62-57. In the third quarter, Union outscores the Dinos 29-24. High-scoring third quarter. As we go to the fourth quarter, Dinos down 5 now. Aiden, let's talk here what the Dinos need to do. Bennett is out for the rest of the game. He fouls out in the third quarter. Now you have Mortensen in foul trouble. What do the Dinos do here to start the fourth quarter? Do you just go out, you go with the 5 you want to go with, and you just hope that they don't commit a foul that they don't need to do? What do you do here in the fourth quarter?
You play your best 5, Sonny. That's the only way you really can approach this in a critical game like this. You got to put some trust in the players. I can understand pull and tie if he picks up foul number 4, but you need to play your best 5 available, and it looks like they're going to do that. Withers, Mortensen, Orth, Bazzoni, Warburton. The big thing, though, for the Dinos, now that Bennett is on the bench, They need to rebound.
Yep.
He leads the team in rebounds with 7 at the time of his ejection. They need to find someone to fill that gap. Ty, Carter, whoever it may be, they need to pick up the pace.
Warburton drives inside, picks up his dribble, gives it off to Orth. Orth the Bozzoni, three-point line, drives in the paint, picks up his dribble. Back to Orth. Orth for 3, no good. Rebound, Union. Meekum with the rebound. Gives it ahead to Oki. He'll bring it up the left side. Gives the ball off to Anderson. Down underneath, a whistle and a travel. Turnover number 14.
And that's another factor going in favor of Union. They've been very akin to taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. To have only 14 this late into the game, that's a testament.
Dinos with 13.
Oh, again, it's one of those things where you get so hyper-fixated on what one team's doing, you forget how close this game really is.
Warburton with the ball, three-point line. Picks up his dribble. Bounce pass goes to Withers down underneath. It goes to Orth. On the high block, the free throw line. Back over to Warburton. Three-point shot, baseline left. Skims the net. Scramble for it, and it comes up Union. With the basketball, it's Meekum. Ahead it goes to Oki on the left side. Stops at the three-point line. Gives the ball off to Anderson. Anderson loses it. Picked up by Warburton. Whistle and a foul.
I liked the action on the last play the Dinos were running. They run an action where they have Withers in the corner, Warburton on the wing, and they try and split one defender between the two of them. They buy out Oki. He's trying to be 2 places at once, and he gives them the cleanest possible look. Weren't able to convert, but I want to see more action like that.
Anderson, his third foul, comes to the bench. Dinos with it, Mortensen. Three-point line. Lob pass goes down to Griffith. He can't control it, and a turnover for the Dinos, and we come the other way.
I'm surprised Griffith even got a hand on that. That was a Herculean effort to try and pull it down.
Brotherson swings it over the right side to Meekum. Meekum finds a little gap, goes to the basket, blocked by Mortensen. Withers down the left side, takes it all the way, can't get the layup to go. Orth with a rebound, can't get it to go. Mortensen follows with the 2. And that's the offensive rebounding that always pays off for you. 62-59, Dinos down 3.
And never give up on the play. Prime example of that.
Three-point shot, no good. Rebound, scramble for underneath, and it's Earl with it. And then out of bounds, Dino ball. 6:10 left to play, down 3.
Bo Earl stands at 6'1", yet he rebounds like he's 7'2". He's so potent on the boards. He pokes, he prods. It's the Dennis Rodman strategy. You're not going to let them pull it down if you're not pulling it down.
6 minutes left to play. Dinos down 3. Mortensen with the ball, high block. Kicks it outside. Orth for 3. Wing right, won't go. Rebound out of bounds. Dino ball. Knocked out of bounds, out of the hands of Union. Able to last to touch it with 5:53 left to play. We'll get a score on that Manti game as soon as we can. 62-59, Dinos down 3 with the ball.
It was good action on the last play, but they get it in quickly to Orth. He goes up and in with the skyhook. But what sets that up was they have Mortensen in the high post, and they kick out to Orth, but they have Griffith serve as a decoy, cutting down to the basket, collapses the defense, and gets an open shot.
Orth all 8 points in the second half. Oki gets it down underneath, tries to get it down underneath, turnover. Fast break the other way, 3-on-2. Warburton fakes the 3. He'll step back and take it. Halfway down, and it bounces out, and the rebound, Meekum. Meekum gives the ball to Brotherson. Down the left side he comes, being chased by Withers. Loses it. Scramble for it. Whistle and a foul on Union. Foul's going to be on Brotherson. It'll be team foul number 2. No fouls on the Dinos yet with 5:18 left to play, and Union up 1.
Well, Sonny, it looks like a gang of thieves on the floor. When you look at the steal statistics, Case Griffith leading the way. He's got 4 individually.
Warburton with the ball, top circle. Swings it over the left side. Withers for deep 3. Won't go from the wing left, and the rebound comes down to Oki. Ahead it goes to Cook. Cook has the ball knocked away. Stolen by Mortensen. Gives it off to Warburton.
Well, Ty with some big man handles, able to recover luckily and get it off to Warburton.
Warburton, three-point line, swings it to Orth. Over to Griffin on the baseline, 3 left. Drives inside. Ball knocked away, out of bounds. Dinos ball on the baseline. Shot clock says 18. Game clock 4:44 left to play. Union up 62-61.
Meekum comes up with a big swat to keep themselves in the lead.
Withers throws it in to Warburton. Gives it to Griffith. Withers for 3, this time from the right side. Won't go. Rebound comes down to Union. With the rebound, it's Cook. Meekum with the ball now on the right side, gives the ball off. Back to Cook. Cook to Oki. Works his way in the paint. Double team. Kicks it outside. Open three. Baseline right. Halfway down. Pops out. Offensive rebound won't go. I thought Earl had the three. Here come the Dinos the other way. Griffith with the ball on the right side. 4:13 left to play. Dinos down one. Give it over the right side. Withers thought about the three. Changes his mind. Then turned it over on the pass. Here comes Union. 2-on-1. Bounce pass underneath. Lay it up and in. Earl will finish the play off with the layup. 64-61. Union up 3. Earl with 7. Mortensen on the baseline right. Finds Warburton underneath. Shot up, no good. Free throws. Carter's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Try to cut this game to 1. 3:48 left to play. 3 fouls on Union. No fouls on the Dinos. That foul on Cook, his second.
And Carter, a 72% shooter from, or 75% shooter from the stripe, and a chance to make it a 1-point affair yet again as the benches prepare to enter in for the Dinos.
Warburton's free throw, no good, off the back of the iron. 7 for 13 tonight for the Dinos. Coming into the ballgame, Sorensen and Bazzoni.
Well, we saw free throws kill the Dinos at several games last year where if they would have just made those opportunities, they would have won. Right now, shaping up to be a similar situation.
Orton Withers come out of the ballgame. Second free throw for Carter. That one, no doubt. Nothing but net. And the Dinos trail by 64-61. 3:42 left to play. 64-62. There we go. Dinos down 2. Perimeter passing for Union. With the basketball, it's Anderson. Drives the baseline. Kicks it out. Here's a wide open 3. Baseline left. Won't go. Rebound Warburton. Earl couldn't get the 3 to go. Carter brings it up the floor himself.
Well, that's a lucky break for the Dinos. They had a wide open shooter who's been hitting at a high clip.
Bazzoni, right side. Finds a gap. Step move. Off the glass. Good. Bazzoni with 16 points in the game. It's a 64-64 game with 3 minutes left to play. Back down the other way. Point blank shot. Good. Bo Earl with 9. Nice play. 66-64. Union answers back with 2:57 left to play. Bazzoni with the ball. Picked up there by Anderson. Down low it goes. Shot up no good by Griffith. And the rebound comes down to Union and a foul on the Dinos after the miss.
And it's going back and forth. They whistle that one against Griffith, his third. So you're going to want to keep him out on the floor, but Branch comes in the stead of Mortensen, getting a much-needed break.
2:50 left to play. 66-64. Union up 2. They have the ball. With the basketball, it's Anderson. Pass to half-court stripe, gives it Oki. Oki swings it over to the right side to Earl. Earl picked up by Griffith, goes into the basket. Shot blocked by Branch. He gets it back, though. Shot up no good. Another offensive rebound and a whistle. And a timeout, Union. Nice hustle that time by Earl. The great block by Branch. But Earl stayed with the play. 2:34 left to play. 66-64. Union up 2. They still have the basketball. Good timeout called by Union.
Oh, yeah, they needed to settle things down just a little bit. And if there was any doubt about Branch's knee being back to where it was, that play silenced any of that. He soars up there, elevates for the swat, keeps it a 2-point game. Union trying to draw something up, coming out of the timeout. And as you look at how close the score is, you think about the shots for both sides that you feel like should have gone in, but just weren't able to. Namely, a few minutes ago, Union misses the wide open left corner 3. Nary a Dino in sight. They weren't able to capitalize on that. Carbon goes down, scores, makes it a 2-point game.
95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. You can also watch us on the KSL app, also on YouTube.
Yep, you can watch us over on YouTube. Just go to that search bar, type in Castle Country Radio Carbon. You'll get access to this game as well as all the others Dino Athletic contests from throughout the year.
Anderson will throw the ball in on the baseline. 2:34 left to play. Union up 2. This is a huge game in the region tonight, and it's coming down to the final minutes. And it comes stolen on the inbounds pass. Nice play. And then knocked away. Dinos retain possession. That's a great play by Griffith.
Well, that's his 5th steal. He's been electric.
And it comes to Bazzoni. Past the half-court stripe. Left side now goes tip of the key. Bounce pass goes to Warburton. Shot from 10 in the paint. Long off the back of the iron. Rebound comes down to Union. Fast break the other way. Dinos get back. Doesn't matter. All the way to the basket. Whistle and a foul. Earl will shoot 2 free throws with 2:17 left to play in the ball game.
And it's rightfully earned by Bozzoni. He kind of rides down. He has the arms draped over him like a curtain. That's not going to get you any favor in the eyes of the refs, especially trying to chirp with them after. We've already established they will tee you up. You can't afford another one of those swings.
His first foul on Bozzoni. Team foul number 2. First free throw by Earl is up and good, and he's in double digits. He has 10 on the night. 67-64 Union. What a game.
It's been a good one.
This has been an incredibly entertaining region so far this year. Second free throw, no good, but the offensive rebound for Union. Oki with the ball on the right side. Takes the 3. No good. Branch high up to get the rebound, and then a scramble for it, and a jump ball goes to Union with 2:03 left to play, and they're up 3.
Oh, he out-muscles him on that one just a second too late. Would have been Dino ball on a break. And now Branch, a good effort from him just on his second game back in varsity action. But now Mortensen comes in looking to play the final 2-minute stretch.
Earl will throw the ball down the baseline, looking to get it in. In it comes, point blank, put it up and in. Marks got open right in front of the basket for the easy 2, 69-64, under 2 minutes up to play. Bozzoni with the ball on the left side. Picked up there by Earl. Drives in, it goes to Warburton. Outside, ball knocked out of bounds. Wait a minute.
They're saying last touchdowns, but a conference of the refs. They're talking this one over. They're getting pretty intense, and they will correct that call. And even the Union players agree with it. Carter alongside Compton Anderson laughed that one off, saying, yeah, that's how that one was supposed to be.
Minute 48 left to play. That's good officiating when you get together, get the call right.
No, I've been very impressed with this crew tonight.
In it comes, get over to Mortensen. Mortensen to Warburton on the baseline. Little spin move, back outside. It goes to Mortensen. Give it to Bozzoni. Bozzoni finds a gap. Kicks it outside. Griffith for 3. Good! From the wing right. His first points of the ball game. 69-67. Union up 2 with a minute 25, and they have the ball. Oki with the ball on the right side. Gives it back over to Anderson. Swings it over. Meekum back to Anderson. They play catch behind the 3-point line. Anderson guarded by Griffith. Gives it to Meekum. To Marks. Down to Oki. Whistle and a foul as he goes to the basket. Nice cut. Nice pass. Foul on the Dinos. Free throws for Union with a minute 9 left to play.
Well, we talked about how close this Manti North Sanpete was at the end of 3, 49-46. Well, Manti left no doubt. 68-53 is the final score there. Manti, if with a Union loss tonight, moves to sole possession of first place in the region.
So Manti goes to 4-1. North Sanpete goes to 0-5. First free throw up and good for Oki, and he gets his first points of the ball game with a minute 9 left to play. 70-67. We'll take it with them. A minute 9 left to play. Dinos down 3. One more free throw to come for Union when we come back.
The time is now to join the JN Auto Experience. Browse quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs at our price or Huntington lots. JN Auto can even help you get financing. Get fast, expert mechanic service to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Treat your car to a spotless wash or make it shine with professional detailing. Even rent a car. All in one convenient stop. JN Auto. Driven forward.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
Welcome back. Once again, that final score, Manti 68-53 over North Sanpete. So they go to 4-1.
Yeah, Union now not only playing for the win tonight, they're playing to retain a share of first place in the region. The stakes are high, and luckily for those players, they don't know that. They don't have that pressure added onto them.
North Sanpete goes to 0-5. Emory off tonight. One more free throw to come for Oki. Eyes the bucket for free throw number 2. Trying to make it a 4-point game. And he does. Good-looking free throws.
That was. Well, the saying is better late than never, Sonny. Scoreless until that moment. 2 critical free throws.
71-67. Withers with the ball on the left side. Cross-court pass goes to Warburton for 3. It won't go. Had a pretty decent look, and the rebound comes down to Marks. Ahead it comes to Anderson. Down in the corner. 46 seconds left to play. They lead by 4. What are the Dinos going to do? Are they going to foul? They're going to play defense. The shot clock's at 20. And Union throws it away. That's the thing that the Dinos needed, and that was the last thing Union needed was an unforced turnover.
No, it's one of those ones where you look at it, you think, as Union, open lane to the basket, yes, 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 no! It goes soaring into the tunnels.
Bozzoni goes around a screen, drives inside, shot knocked away, no whistle, we come the other way.
Now they need to foul.
Fast break. 2-on-1 all the way to the basket, whistle and a foul on Griffith. Free throws. Marks will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. 28 seconds left to play in the ball game. Shot clock off.
And they want the goaltend. I don't see any justification for it. He missed that one clear as day.
28 seconds left to play. 71-67 Union.
This is a time as a coach. You don't want to be chirping with the refs. You're up by 4. You don't want to keep John testing their limits.
Free throw, good. 14 points. Big night for Tyson Marks.
Yeah, Marks has been instrumental in this victory. He had the sloppy turnover a second ago, but he's made up for it all throughout the game.
72-67. Second free throw, good. 15. 27 seconds left to play. Dinos with the ball. Warburton with it. Swings it over to Orth. Orth finds a gap. Off the glass and in. Orth has 10 all in the second half. 73-69. 17 seconds left. They get ahead of the Dinos and they have another unforced turnover for Union. The clock's on their side and they're giving the Dinos some opportunity.
No, you don't need to push the pace. I know your offense is built around that, but at the same time, clock's your friend here.
Timeout.
The Dinos having the ball isn't going to be your friend. You need to just get across half court, let them foul you, take a few shots at the free throw. You don't need to throw any Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady passes along the baseline. That only ends in disaster. Hold the ball. Let them make the mistakes. Yeah. Don't let yourself be the one making those mistakes.
73-69. Union with the lead. 4 fouls on the Dinos, 3 fouls on Union. So, yeah, I mean, Carbon fouls, you're shooting free throws. You're up 4. But that's been 3 unforced turnovers by Union here in the last, minute and a half?
And luckily for them, Sonny, the Dinos have only been able to capitalize on one of the 3 ensuing possessions. The drive-in by Orth on the finish. They've dodged a few bullets that were almost very self-inflicted injuries.
Large turnout tonight here at Carbon High School. Place seating's pretty much full.
It is. It's a packed house, you know. The Dinos student section, always fun to see them because they go from front to back. It is stacked out there, and they are loud.
Had some good basketball here at Carbon High School this year. Come out, support the Dinos. You will enjoy it. They will play another home game.
Yeah, senior night coming up next Friday. No game for us on Wednesday. We'll be the ones taking the bye. But
North St. Pete comes to town. Last home game of the season, and they'll go on the road against Manti and Emory.
Going to be 2-3 big games.
15 seconds left to play. Timeout Union. Wanted to see what the Dinos came out with. They'll call a timeout. 15 seconds left, Aiden. So it looked like Union's going to full court pressure the Dinos, and the Dinos have to score quick.
They do. And whether it be a quick lay-in, ideally you hit a 3. That's the ideal situation. You buy an and one on a drive. But in reality, the best outcome isn't always going to happen. You're going to take the first shot and the best shot that's available to you.
You just need a quick shot. And that would make it 73-71. Then you foul and you hope they miss one.
Foul or hope that they go to try and bring the pace yet again, as we've seen the last 3.
Right. Quite the game here at Carbon. 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. Carbon Dino basketball. Warburton will throw the ball in. They'll pressure. The man getting the ball, which is Bozzoni, brings it up the floor, gives it to Orth. Back to Bozzoni, and a turnover for the Dinos. 8 seconds left to play. Carbon's got a foul. They don't. Anderson goes all the way. They're going to try. No, they're not. Smart move by Oki. Thought he was going to score. The clock runs out, and Union comes away with the win, 73-69.
That was very smart basketball. They more than made up for the last 3 possessions on that closeout. They get the steal. It was good play design, but even better defense coming from the Cougars. They're able to read, hey, they're going to get this one to Orth in the high post. They're going to try and run a quick handoff to a cutting Bozzoni. They read it perfectly, poke it away. They get down court. Dinos can't get a foul off in time, and Union comes away with the victory to keep themselves in a share of first place in Region 13 following that man-tie victory earlier tonight.
Yeah, the Dinos outscored Union 12-11 in the fourth quarter, but it wasn't enough. They were trailing by 5 going into that quarter. Final score tonight, Union 73 and the Carbon Dinos 69. We'll take a break. When we come back, the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union post-game show here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
Welcome to Emory and Carbon Animal Health, where Dr. Jensen and his staff greet you and your pet with caring smiles. Our exam rooms are clean and inviting. Our accredited doctors offer many procedures, including examinations, surgery, dentistry, and boarding. Schedule an appointment today. 2 locations to serve you. Emory and Carbon Animal Health. Animals big and small. We care for them all.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
Our home flooded when the refrigerator line broke. We felt helpless, didn't know what to do. Our neighbors told us to call On Call Restore. They really came through for us.
Serving all of southeastern Utah, they're fast and professional. 24/7 emergency services for water, fire, and mold. They even do emergency board-ups. And as a licensed insured general contractor, they do the remodeling as well. Call for a free quote, 650-1092.
Bringing you peace of mind during the worst of times. Call On Call, 650-1092.
We'll be on our way.
Golfers, get ready for year-round fun at Swing and Swear. Step into the action with over 43,000 world-class courses to choose from. No passport required. Rain or shine, you can tee off indoors. Multiple bays, club rentals, tables, chairs, and concessions. It's the perfect spot to practice your game, celebrate with friends, or spend time with family. From the serious golfer to first-timers, everyone is welcome to join the fun. Swing and Swear, located just off Ridge Road. Call 299-6200 to schedule a tee time today.
What the Utah Miners Hospital offers is relatively unique in the country to help take care of people who have really dedicated their careers, their lives to hard work.
I have torn rotator cuffs in my shoulders. Honestly, I don't remember everything I've had done. I think I've had to wait 10 minutes one time. It's amazing that there's a fund out there. You have no medical bills.
If you're ready and you need us, please give us a call. We're happy to help.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Smith. After 6 years as a nurse, I've learned that sometimes our bodies just need a little extra support. That's what IV therapy can do. It can help you bounce back quicker after an illness, recover faster after a workout, ease migraines, and even improve focus and energy. Think of it as giving your body a direct line to the hydration and nutrients it needs to feel its best. I'd love to help you find the right blend for your goals. Reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram at wellness.iv.utah.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back to the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union post-game show. The Union Cougars do what they needed to do tonight. They come to Carbon. They get a 73-69 win. They go to 4-1 in region play. Manti with the win over North St. Pete tonight by a score of 68-53. Manti goes to 4-1. Carbon drops to 2-3. Emory not playing tonight, stays at 2-2. North St. Pete drops to 0-5. That's how Region 13 looks. But the Dinos, when they gave Union everything they wanted, if you look at scoring by quarters, at the end of one, Aiden, Union had a 19-16 lead going into the second quarter.
Yeah, no, it was a close game all throughout, and I think that's when we really saw the tone of this game. This was going to be a fast-paced, a bit of a mistake-prone first quarter, and that carried throughout the rest of the game as well. But we kind of saw how this game was going to start playing out. It was going to be high-scoring.
The Dinos outscore Union 17-14 in the second, so we are tied at 33. Going into the third quarter, Union outscores the Dinos 29-24. 62-57 lead at the end of three. Fourth quarter, the Dinos outscore Union 12-11, but it's not enough. Union comes away with the 73-69 win tonight. There's a couple of factors in this game that I felt played a big difference in this game. Number one, Jackson Bazzoni going to the basket was huge on the Dinos on the offensive side, but Mortensen getting in foul trouble early in the game, it just seemed like Ty had 8 points in the ball game, but when you get in foul trouble early in the game, it takes you out of your game.
It does. No, it takes you out of your element. You're going to be unable to perform as you would like to. You got to really limit what you're trying to do. You have to be less physical, and for a defensive-oriented player like Ty, that's a struggle. Another key moment, Sonny, I think we need to highlight is the start of that third quarter. 3 straight threes coming from Brennan Meekum. He's raining it down. Last time we saw it from Ryan Oakey. This time we see it from Brennan Meekum. So they have plenty of players who can shoot the ball, and each time they've played the Dinos, one of them has stepped up in a major way when Union's needed it most.
Well, they got hot in the third quarter shooting the three-point ball. That's why they outscored Carbon 29-24 in that third quarter, and that third quarter was the tail of the game.
That's just about how things would go. Carbon would chip their way back into it, but some spectacular shot making would do it. One of the stats, Sonny, though, that really I think paints the perfect picture of how we knew who was going to win this one before it was the rebounding battle. Carbon went from arguably their best rebounding game of the season to their worst. They're out-rebounded by 12 tonight, namely on the offensive side, 36-24. Union was eating their lunch, and again, it goes back to Ty getting into foul trouble, but when that happens, you need more players to step up. You need more players trying to crash the glass. The lone player who did that tonight early on was Logan Bennett. Despite only playing 3 quarters, he led this team in rebounds with 7. You need to have more hustle on the glass. It's an important factor, especially when Union is sending 3 or 4 guys down to crash the boards, pulling down key rebounds.
Let's go back to Ty Mortensen for a second. When I said it takes you out of your game, what I mean by that is you get taken out of the game and your playing time shrinks. And that's hard to get into a rhythm. And I felt like that was a huge part of the game tonight for the Carbon Dinos on the rebounding side. I mean, when Mortensen's not playing, he's a force in the paint. He's been there all year long.
Yeah, he has been dominant. Tonight, Union holds him to one of his poorest performances in everything but scoring. We see him average about 8 to 10 a night, but rebounding, he had 3. He only had 2 blocks. And you say that about any other player. Oh, they only had 2 blocks. That's a spectacular stat for anyone, but Ty is used to having 3, 4, even 5 block games like we saw against Emory, and he also had a single steal on the night. So him in foul trouble impacted him. He couldn't get into his flow, and that played a pretty big role because you look at Union, they're 2 bigs, Gage Cook, Tyson Marks. Cook, 8 rebounds. Marks, 5 rebounds, both of them well past their season averages. Cook came into the game averaging 1.5. He has 7. Tyson Marks comes in averaging 2.6, and he scores 15.
Yeah,
That's because there was no paint presence.
Yes, you got 22 points from two players that are averaging together just a little bit over 4 points a game for Union. So as we said, give them credit. They stepped up. They did what they needed to do. We'll take a look at scoring by individuals. First, for Union, leading the way tonight, Tyson Marks coming off the bench, 15 points, just a huge night for the senior.
Yeah, he had an incredible game, and you love it when players have the games of their lives. We've seen it a few times this year, but my question is, why does it always have to happen against the Dinos?
Compton Anderson, 12 points tonight. He had 10 in the first half, only 2 in the second half. They kind of shut him down a little bit in the second half, but as we said, somebody else always seemed to pick up for Union when the productivity for somebody else kind of went off. But he had a great first half of basketball, did Anderson.
Yeah, he was spectacular. I was worried he was going to continue that excellent production into the second half because he was lights out early on.
So we had Davin Brotherson, 11 points tonight, along with Brennan Meekum with 11 points. And Meekum come out in the third quarter. He hit 3, I think, was it 3 or 4? 3 threes in the third quarter early on that changed the momentum of the game early in the second half.
Yeah, and again, he was a force on the boards as well. He had 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block.
Gage Cook with 7 for Union, then followed by Ridge Olson with 5, and Ryan Oakey tonight only with 2 points. But, like I said, give Union credit. Other people picked up his slack. So the Dinos did a good job stopping Ryan tonight. Only 2 points in the ball game, but credit to Union, other people picked up the slack.
And like I said with Oakey, it was better late than never. He's able to hit 2 key free throws down the lane. Those were massive because they give Union a 4-point lead. Carbon has to play farther behind, and they just couldn't overcome that hurdle.
Now, they had 20 turnovers tonight, did Union, and I'm sure something that Coach Dye is not going to like too much. 15 for 28 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah,
almost 50, a little bit over 50%.
Yeah, free throw shooting was poor all around. It's one of those games where you're happy you came away with the win, but you leave knowing that it should have been by so much more if you just took advantage of your opportunities.
Right. Take a look at the Carbon Dinos leading the way. Jackson Bozzoni had 16 points tonight, 13 in the first half and 3 in the second half. Just an outstanding first half of basketball coming off the bench for Jackson Bozzoni.
Yeah, he was the spark that got the Dinos going early on. He was instrumental in not only keeping them in the game, but when the defense started converging on him, he was able to kick out, find open teammates, and when the threes started falling because the defense was lighter on it, that was when this game became neck and neck.
And Logan Bennett finished with 13 tonight. He fouled out with 11 seconds left to play in the third quarter, so he has 13 points, doesn't get to see the court in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 13 points, 7 rebounds, and a steal. It makes you think what could have been, but it was one of the worst case scenarios you could see, not only picking up his 4th foul on the block, but getting teed up immediately afterwards. That could have been much worse for the Dinos as well. They escaped what could have been a 6-point swing down to a 3 thanks to Union's poor free throw shooting tonight.
Carter Warburton has 10 in the first half, 3 in the second. He finishes with 13 tonight. Kyler Orth, great second half of basketball, finishes with 10 points all in the second half. And he came out in the third quarter very aggressive going to the basket as well.
It feels like there's always one player on the Dinos who will go scoreless in the first half, but they come out in the third and just light things up. Tonight it was Worth. We've seen Warburton, we've seen Bennett, we've seen Mortensen do it. Everyone kind of takes their turn adjusting at the half and really taking advantage of it.
Mortensen has 2 in the first half. He finishes with 6 in the second half for a total of 8.
And it was a good game all around for Mortensen, but again, limited by those fouls.
And Caleb Sorensen with the 3 in the second half, and Cash Withers with the 3 in the first half for the Carbon Dinos, total of 69 points. They only shot 14 free throws. They made 8 of 14, and they had 16 turnovers on the night.
And the turnover battle was pretty even, but again, we talked about it as it was happening. Last year, the Dinos shot themselves out of a few games at the Charity Stripe tonight. That was a factor as well. You hit up to 10, you hit 2 more. It's a different ball game going into that last little stretch. One player, though, I want to highlight because he's always given so much. much. He was coming off a hand injury at the start of the season, but Case Griffith does not fail to impress ever. He leads both teams with 5 steals, pulls down 3 rebounds. When he's on the floor, Sonny, other teams need to watch where they're dribbling because he's perfect. He's mastered timing and either swatting it away or wrapping it up.
So as we take a look at the Carbon Dinos schedule, on the 30th, they will be home against North St. Pete. And then with that win there, they could split 2-2 with this 4-game homestand against every region team. And then on February 4th, we will go to Manti. And on February 6th, we will go to Emory to finish out the season. That's the rest of the Carbon Dino schedule.
Yeah, one more home game against winless North St. Pete, looking to keep it that way next Friday. We are off on Wednesday before heading into that final week, and then, Sonny, it's time for the state playoffs. It's slightly adjusted this year. Last year, you had 2 rounds of home site games, a bye for most teams in the first, followed by an action-filled second round. This year, not the case. 1 game at the home site. That's going to be a regular Friday, 7 p.m. game, and then you advance to the knockout rounds at Southern Utah University, a place where the Dinos are going to want to be, the Spartans are going to want to be. It's going to be an interesting finish down the stretch.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll run some scores down that happened tonight throughout the state of Utah. We'll talk a little bit more about the region, the upcoming game for the Dinos. Don't go anywhere. You are listening to the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union postgame show.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
Looking for the perfect mattress? We've got you covered. At Bill's Home Furnishings, we have the largest selection of mattresses in Eastern Utah, including the highly rated Serta Perfect Sleeper. And when it comes to price, we're competitive with anywhere in the state. But we're more than just mattresses. From quality furniture and home accessories to reliable appliances, we've got everything you need to make your house a home. Stop by Bill's Home Furnishings today, where selection, savings, and service meet. Right here in Eastern Utah.
In the heart of Carbon and Emory counties, Quick Realty is here to help you make the right move. Experience the future of home buying with our Matterport 3D tours, giving you an immersive look at your potential home from anywhere. Meet our dedicated team of local professionals, just real people who care, walking you through every step of the way. As a Zillow Premier and Realtor.com specialist, Quick Realty is your trusted expert, handling everything from residential, commercial, and mountain properties to property management. Your dream home is just a call away. Let Quick Realty help you find it.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
You're listening to Carbon Dino Basketball on the Peak KRPX 95.3 FM.
Welcome back, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union post-game show. Once again, the final score tonight here at Carbon High School is a good game. well, all these region games have been pretty darn good, haven't they, Aiden? Final score 73-69. Union with the win over the Carbon Dinos. Now coming up next for the Dinos, North St. Pete will be here. That will be our next game on Friday. We don't have a game on Wednesday. Everybody has a bye, sort of a bye game with the 5 teams in the region. Wednesday, Dinos won't play, but we'll be back here on Friday night, senior night, last home game of the season for the Dinos against a team that they beat pretty handily at North St. Pete. So the Dinos coming in to this game, they need to do what, Aiden? Because it's really huge that they split 2-2 on this 4-game homestand.
Well, it's like the Emory game. Take the emotion out of it. It's senior night. It's going to be a big emotional night, not just for the seniors who make up a bulk of your starting lineup, but it's also going to be big for their teammates who have grown to really appreciate them and their leadership throughout the season. You take the emotions out as soon as those ceremonies end, and then you just play your game. Don't let anything really intimidate you tonight. Dinos came out a little sloppy, a bit of a victory hangover going their way, but you can always bounce back, and it's ever important they do so to keep themselves alive. They still have a chance at region, but a bit out of their hands now.
Well, the other region game tonight, as we said, Manti 68, North St. Pete 53, but Aiden has some other scores from around the state of Utah, and we'll just run them down for you real quick.
Yeah, we'll take a quick look at some scores. We'll look at all classifications. Gunnison beats Duchesne in blowout fashion, 78-51. In our neighboring region, Juab defeats Delta. Delta fresh off a win over the Richfield Wildcats, who sit at number 2 in the RPI. They fall 55-42. We knew Juab was a good team.
Yes.
That 1-7 start was a fluke, and they showed exactly why tonight. South Summit defeats North Sevier 59-48. Bryce Valley loses to Beaver 68-49. Enterprise falls to South Sevier 60-42. Kanab beats Grand 69-61. Oh yeah, speaking of Grand, update to Carbon's football schedule next year. They were going to be on it. Not anymore. Grand dropping to play 8-man football.
That's an interesting thing there for Grand High School. Once again, the final score here tonight, the Carbon Dinos fall short 73-69. So as we said, our next game will not be until Friday. But if you want to keep updated on all the sports for the local area, Carbon, Emory, all the teams, USU Eastern, just listen to Drive Time Sports with Jordan Buscarini Monday through Friday on our sister station, KOAL 107.3 FM, 7:50 a.m. from 4 to 5.
Yeah, we have a full game write-up coming your way on CastleCountryRadio.com. You can't watch the games. You don't have time. You can't catch them on the airways. Well, you can at least keep up with the Dinos through that writing, and that's available again over on CastleCountryRadio.com.
We have a lot of good basketball going on in the area. Emory, Carbon, USU Eastern playing great. The Lady Eagles 6-0 in Scenic West play. Now that's saying something when you're 6-0 in that conference.
That it is. It's a tough conference, Sonny, and they got lucky last night. I think it's fair to admit that. Not very often are you going to see a team foul you while up 2 on a 3-point desperation heave, but it happened last night. They took full advantage of it, so they moved to 6-0.
Yep, you take advantage of those games. You keep the momentum rolling, 6-0. Hopefully they can go to 7-0. We'll see. Once again, the final score here tonight, 73-69. The Dinos fall short to Union here in region play. Anything else before we call it a night?
Go Dinos.
So hope you enjoyed the broadcast as much as we enjoy bringing it to you here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. Have a great evening, and we will see you Friday night here at Carbon High School. Good